Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right? I read New York. And they said, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Melody Beyonce Production.
I read New York. ThaBoxingvoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was ball. To fight. My life has always been a fight.
I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
That's no pressure. That's just my style. My style's dominant.
Welcome back, TBV fans. We are back, fight fans, with another TBV edition. It is Sunday. Sunday is Crow Day, and there is a lot of crow to be passed around for sure. Now, we got a couple of topics to touch on, and it's still a jam-packed show because, we got a lot of news and notes to touch. But our hot-button topics today will be Mikey Garcia unifying the division versus Robert Easter and calls out Errol Spence Jr. That shit continues. It's not a joke, okay? We'll give you all the details. Dillian Whyte defeats Joesph Parker, arguably in a fashion more impressive than AJ, if not a more exciting fight, to say the least. Luis Ortiz back in action, stops Rajvan Cojanu in 8. And Eddie Hearn, while already putting together a magnificent little card yesterday, keeping us all entertained from all parts of the globe, has sent or will be sending out a new $7 to $8 million offer to Deontay Wilder. We'll give you the details as to what, because I know you're scratching your head and you're like, wait, they offered him 15. What the hell is he going to do with 7 or 8? We'll let you know.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw part 2.
Stay focused. Stay working my dad.
So it's part 2.
Right, boxing voice.
If he comes to fight, then I'm going to look for him.
I saw part 2.
I think you're accurate.
This is a rolling, not a stopwatch. It should have never stopped. Yo, so it goes like this, right? Orlando Salido, Juan Mel Lopez, Adrian Broner, Lipnitz, Robert Easter, all these lightweights, and all of a sudden you dare to be great and face Errol Spence? Huge question mark. Huge. That's what's on my timeline. That's what I want to talk about, as well as the Deontay Wilder offer. Yeah, so, dare to be great. Call this show. Follow me on Twitter. Ask me the questions. I'll present it. TBV_casual fan.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's going on, TBV family? We back with another one. Mikey Garcia put a beating on Easter last night. Derek Chisora shocked the world, came back against Takam. Then we got Dillian Whyte versus Joesph Parker. Got a big weekend that was just full of surprises and good endings. So I'm happy, ready, and willing to talk boxing. Let's go.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me. Legs to the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dippy. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
Yeah, TBV. We're here on Sundays. We had one hell of a weekend. of boxing. For those that couldn't watch the fights in UK, and for the UK fans that couldn't watch the fights here in America, I hope you guys somehow managed to catch these fights, because it was, I mean, one hell of a night. KOs on both sides of the pond. I mean, we're talking about surprises. Man, just so much to talk about this weekend. And I guess we're going to start out with Mikey Garcia continues to make history, unifying lightweight titles. And I guess I'll get into it with the panel, and let's go.
Let's chop it up. What you talking about? Mikey Garcia daring to be great. Do you see him? Errol Spence, he's ready for him based off of Robert Easter's performance?
Man, look, I can't honestly say to you, Kaj, that he's ready 100%, because this is a new weight division that he's moving up to. This is new territory that he'll be touching on, and he will be the smaller guy. I know plenty of people are going to say he's nuts, but he's daring to be great. He's being successful at it. And according to Robert Garcia, he hasn't used much into these fights that he's having now, making history. When I mean that, by that is that he's not doing pull-ups. He's not doing extra weights. He's doing hard runs and sparring a lot. So according to Robert Garcia, there's still much new territory to touch on Mikey Garcia's skill set.
One more thing. According to Robert Garcia, he doesn't want to fight, but Mikey Garcia wants to challenge. Do you agree the brother should be like, yo, my brother wants to challenge? Or should I advise my brother, slow down? It ain't you're not there yet.
I mean, shout out to Robert Garcia. You know, he's been there, you know, in those tough situations as a fighter, you know, decision making and all that. And I'm pretty sure the patriarch of the team, which is Robert Garcia's father, well, also Mikey's, but what I'm saying is the patriarch is also in with those talks. They got a wonderful team over there, man. They got a great team, and I'm pretty sure that they're trying to advise him what to do best. But at the end of the day, the boxer is in control of his destiny.
The patriarch saw the fight yesterday. So did Errol Spence. Errol Spence was interviewed and said, yo, I have more than one dynamic as well. I believe Errol Spence more than I believe Mikey. Anybody on the panel agree?
I mean, Mike, what do you think? Do you think that Mikey Garcia is daring to be great, or he's in for some trouble at this challenge?
Well, me and Ness had a show earlier on Patreon. So if you guys want to check it out, go sign up for Patreon. It's called Untitled. And I think Mikey is daring to be great, but at what expense will he do it at? I mean, because Errol Spence Jr. is like the boogeyman at 147. Nobody wants to fight him. Nobody's hopping in the ring with him. Mikey Garcia is willing to come up 2 weight classes and say, I want the baddest guy in that division, Errol Spence. And I don't know if that's a smart decision, because we've seen Errol hurt people. Really hurt.
Ness, we threw that phrase out. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Do you think this is Mikey just being all businessman?
Absolutely.
He's being all business right now. But, I mean, look, if we really take a look at this challenge that Mikey's taking on, I mean, is he doing it carelessly? Let's think about it. Is he doing it carelessly? Is he carelessly moving up to 147?
That's why I'm saying is all business, man. He's there for the names only, and Errol Spence is the name that's being ducked. I don't know how big of an attraction this is outside of the hardcore fans. You know what I'm saying? Is this a pay-per-view fight? Is this just something normal?
Is saying that this is a pay-per-view fight.
Okay, but like on what level? Is it like Manny Pacquiao versus Cotto? Is it Manny Pacquiao Hatton? Like who's Manny Pacquiao?
This is Terrence Crawford versus Victor Postal.
Oh, that's low end though. That's tier 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree? Or is this just a marination? It's just the start of the narrative.
I mean, let's check this out.
This looks like it's gonna happen, man. It's weird. It looks like it's gonna happen.
Is that Rocky? Or let it?
I mean, they were talking about Mikey was talking about being in the ring in November again, and you know, he was asked if something like that on the press conference, if something like that were to happen, would he be apt to taking the fight in November? And he wasn't really against it. He actually showed interest and actually forward, you know, decision making on that date. So if they have a date for November, I mean, it looked at the press conference when he was being talked to.
Sure it's December. I'm pretty sure Earl has a date in December. This is all on Earl. All the headlines have always been December as well. But so Mikey has you guys fooled.
Not me.
I mean, explain that.
Yeah, explain that. Because I think Mikey is just saying things just for propaganda. His name is out there. He's saying things.
You don't think he's really going to fight him?
I think he really is going to fight him, but it's not next. It's just to get his name next to Errol Spence's name, because Errol Spence is the hottest thing in the welterweight division.
I believe he's going to fight him next.
December.
Unless for some reason this is not enough time to put together a pay-per-view, which it is. It's 5 months.
Well, Crawford Postal.
You know? Nah, I don't think it. I think it does better than Crawford Postal. We did a show on this today for our Patreon family, and it was called, I don't know, what is it called? Jeez Louise. The point,
Mikey.
What is it?
It was like Mikey Garcia Superstardom.
It's Errol Spence Jr. Too big, too strong. Too big a test for Mikey Garcia.
That's it right there. That's it.
That is it right there, and it was very good. You should check it out if you have time, because Mikey isn't Victor Postal. Like, we all know he's more accomplished than Victor Postal, and he's more popular than Victor Postal. He's won 4 different titles in 4 different divisions. He shits on Postal when it comes to popularity. And
skill.
Right now, Errol Spence is more popular than that Terrence Crawford versus Victor Postal pay-per-view fight night day. You feel me? Not Crawford now, the SB winner. Not Crawford now, the pound for pounder. Crawford, I got 1 belt unifying with Victor Postal. Nobody never heard of him. He only beat Matisse. No, that's not Earl. Earl is red hot right now. Mikey, he's trying to warm himself up, doing all the shit he's been doing, leapfrogging back and forth like a, you know what I mean? But
so I don't get it. You're saying you're quick just to interject on this. You're saying that Mikey Garcia hasn't been hot?
I'm not saying he hasn't been hot. He ain't red hot.
Well, how do we use that barometer?
I think red hot.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers
don't lie. Don't nothing else move the needle but numbers.
All right, so Mikey hasn't been moving the needle then.
Not Adrian Broner numbers, not Errol Spence numbers.
That's true. That's true.
He ain't get there. Earl ain't get to Broner numbers or Wilder numbers.
But he still got the record number 39-0 with 30 KOs.
Who's that?
Mikey Garcia.
Okay, versus small dudes like.
Yes.
So put Earl versus everybody. Yo, you could put Earl versus everybody Mikey face. He'll beat them all in one day.
Hard to stop him.
He'll beat them all in one day.
Right. So what are you saying? You don't use that resume?
This ain't even that. No, we can't use resume because some people are just special. Some people are just special. You know what I'm saying?
Did he look really special against Robert Easter?
That's what I was saying. I was saying in immediate reaction, like, yo, he ain't showing me Manny Pacquiao Mayweather special.
When was the last time Robert Easter was
up, Doomsy? You're not looking. I think Mike had his hand up.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, cause you brought this up earlier. Does this make Errol Spence look like he's cherry picking, or is he like going for the smaller guy, trying to like be a bully?
I mean, you can't really be a cherry picker if you're not the guy picking. Mikey Garcia is the one picking.
How he not picking?
I mean, Errol Spence Jr. didn't call out Mikey Garcia. He's exactly, Cass. He's welcome.
But he's sending a contract. He's sending a contract, or he's signing one. He don't got to fight somebody 2 divisions under him. Let me tell you something. What your parents told you? Don't listen to him. That little boy, leave that little boy alone, Alex. Don't listen to him. Why? Because that's a little boy. 2 divisions under.
I mean, but at the same time, you're saying that Mikey Garcia gets washed by Errol Spence.
I'm saying, does Mikey, and I keep asking y'all, did Mikey fool y'all?
And you never answered what you mean by that.
Do you believe
that he can beat, based off that win, Errol Spence? That he will beat?
Well, is that your interpretation or Ness's?
I think that's his interpretation.
I'm asking you, is Mikey fooling you? Like, do you believe that he wants to fight Errol Spence and that he believes he can win?
I mean, I don't think Mikey Garcia is somebody that just talks shit just to talk shit. He's a sound-minded individual. He looks like he knows what he wants and he knows what he's capable of. Look, listen, there has to be something.
He's not fooling me. He's not fooling me. And BBC, you know what I'm saying?
So what is it that they're not fooling you on?
Listen, it's the Mayweather blueprint. What does Mayweather do, casual? Because you're the casual fan. Who does Mayweather fight?
People he could beat and look good and get a name off of.
Okay, and what are they?
Businessmen.
Mexicans.
Oh,
okay. His best revenue is versus Mexicans. Okay.
All right, but I don't get that.
Oh, you don't get it. This is walk with me, okay? Because Errol Spence out there, this is the biggest name I could get.
True.
So what? Jeff Horn ain't big. Last I checked, he only lost to pound for pound #1 Terrence Crawford.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't hear. Matter of fact, I ain't even hear Terrence Crawford signed to fight. And that's the biggest name I could get. Oh, so Mikey's bigger than Terrence Crawford, pound for pound #1? Really?
Nah.
So how is this not cherry picking? You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you why he got y'all fooled, right? Because Mikey's smarter than y'all. Mikey's smarter than y'all. He about to take all your money and lace his pockets because he know he gonna lose, and it don't fucking matter if he lose. Why? Because everybody that move up and lose, we always give him a pass. Kelbrook running around like Captain Hook with 2 fake eyes, and we
hold up.
I get it now.
So now Mikey's fooling everybody, challenging a fighter that he knows, to your opinion, that he knows he's gonna lose to just to get his pockets fat. After he's explicitly saying in the public.
What happened with Kelbrook?
In the public. Let me finish. In public.
Let me get hurt. You my coach. You was already my coach in a fight. Are you gonna let me get hurt?
Absolutely not. But you saw Robert Garcia was concerned. He is concerned, but he's like,
all the more reason to let Mikey go in and get that motherfucking $3 million guarantee plus $1 upside on pay-per-view.
Now, mind you,
that's that towel like a football wide receiver when he throw it.
Now, mind you, this could be another. You got games that you play in this game, in this game of boxing. This mental games. For all we know, Robert Garcia could be saying, we feel I don't want him to take the fight. Look, for them to be speaking about this fight, especially Mikey, he must have saw something that he's able to do. Now, just ask yourself this. Just ask yourself this, Ness, real quick. Just so I can finish my point.
He saw the check and the opportunity.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
Just real quick. If they're challenging, he's at the press conferences. I mean, look, we could say that he just wants to lace up his pockets to go get beat up. I doubt that. I believe that Mikey Garcia has seen something that he can capitalize on. Now, when have we seen our friend Errol Spence Jr. get rocked? Never. Have we ever seen a guy land a good punch on Errol Spence?
Yes.
Who?
Kell Brook.
Plenty of people.
All right, okay, but you're referring to a guy that fought a lighter guy, right? A lighter guy that punched him. It's not known for knocking guys out. Let's get it honest here. Kell Brook ain't known for knocking guys out.
Okay,
he's not known for putting guys down.
Mikey neither.
Oh no,
Mikey ain't going.
You just read his stats.
Hey, bro.
Cash. You just read his stats. 39 and 30. 30 KOs.
Hold on a minute.
But those are 30, probably 36 bumps.
Wait a minute.
Probably. Let's fact check.
Please.
Go right ahead.
Calm down, baby. Let's go one at a time.
Is Doomsday insinuating that Mikey can move up 2 divisions and stop Errol Spence?
I hope not.
No, I think that's what you're trying to paint to me right now.
You're just talking about knockouts, and
what I'm saying is that he has the ability, the timing. Okay, we all saw what he did to Robert East. When was the last time you saw Robert East's back pockets touch the canvas?
So, my friend,
when was the last time you seen him?
Oh man, don't compare Robert Easter to
Look, guys, don't get involved. Look, don't put words in my mouth. I'm not comparing nobody. I'm trying to make a point.
Bro, please don't compare me to God. I'm different. Stop, man.
Listen, nobody want to hear these punchlines right now. If you're not understanding what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to make a point, not comparing the two fighters.
Let them finish.
Move on. The point is that I believe that Mikey Garcia has the timing and the distance and the thought in his mind that he can actually touch Errol Spence Jr. like no other. That's what the point I'm trying to make. That's what he keeps saying in public. So for me to think that he has some,
guess who else was saying something in public? Chocolate brownies, baby. Motherfucker, they always gonna say they could win.
Bro, but Chocolate Brownie hasn't been doing what Mikey's been doing, bro.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hold on. Yes, he has. Okay. Yes,
he hasn't been winning. He's been losing when he takes on the challenges, man.
Brother, he challenged himself 2 divisions above. The same thing I'm telling Mikey not to do. When Kell Brook was at 147, he single-handedly, easily beat Sean Porter. He didn't get his back all rusted up. I mean, I didn't like the way he did it, and there's audio of me saying that he's a fucking cheater for holding every 5 seconds. But he didn't have to go through the hell that Thurman did. So don't say he ain't do nothing. What you talking about? He ain't do nothing. He gave Porter the first O. Like, what you talking about?
That's a good ass point. That's a good ass point.
Now, on the flip side, who the fuck Mikey beat? Robert Easter? Like, ain't nothing wrong with Robert Easter, but let's not forget, like, we wasn't just saying he went through hell with Richard Coleman and Dennis Shacklekoff, and he ain't been looking good, and he don't fight his height.
So Adrian Broner, nobody to talk about that, right?
Hold on.
No, I'm gonna go down them all, bro, because you living in a fantasy world.
Give me 1 second.
The motherfucking bookies had him a 6-1. And you want to talk about Broner like he ain't a dude that misses weight every other day. And people got to be worried about his fat camp, not his skill.
This is the only point that I can make. When Mikey fought Sergey Lipinets, he was like, man, that 140-pounder is like kind of big, kind of heavy. He got a little bit more power here, and he was kind of concerned about that. So imagine going to 147 and fighting probably the hardest hitting dude at 147. I don't expect that fight to last more than 4 rounds.
Let me tell you, Mike, because I'm about to hit these Mikey Garcia fans with the ultimate motherfucker. Right.
How about everybody watching right now? Hit that thumbs up button. 383 watching, only 65 blue thumbs. Let's go.
Yo, you know what this is? Mike? It's an official duck. It's an official duck, okay? Because you could unify with Vasil. Check this out. You could unify with Vasil. Or you could take a voluntary let Vasil unify with Raymond Beltran, then super fight it undisputed, right? But you know Vasil got that work. You know Vasil is special. You see, when we talk about special, we say Manny Pacquiao special, we say Mayweather special, but we've been saying that Vasil is special. We've been saying that we ain't seen shit like him before him, okay? But now if you're Mikey, why you want to go there and lose to someone on your level where there's no excuses, and then we know you not the best in that division when you could go up 2 divisions, lose to someone we know you're supposed to lose to, then come back down and say Vasil ain't in your division no more. Or decide not to be in Vasil's division no more when you get your ass kicked all through 147 and you like, you know what, I'm too big for this, like Broner did, and come back down.
And to be fair, though, Robert Garcia did state that they were trying to be in talks with Top Rank, and he got the impression from Top Rank that those guys didn't want to put Vasil in the ring with Mikey because they thought Mikey would beat Vasil right now.
Bro, you know what that is? Let me tell you something. You know what that is? It's another promoter not named Eddie Hearn. Take Robert face off, put Eddie Hearn. You know what he just did? He gave you deflection. Oh, we can't do the super fight with Vasil because we already talked to guys in Top Rank, not named Bob Arum, not named Bruce Trampler, the motherfucking matchmaker of Top Rank. But they told us Vasil will lose to Mikey, so they don't want to do that fight. And the media and the fans believe this shit. They believe this shit. There's someone in Top Rank told them, look, bro, we don't want to do that fight because we know we'll lose. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't see
when you put it like that. Yeah, when you put it like that, when shit, it makes more sense than what Robert said.
Now you tell me, we said it's not a business. You're a businessman. What makes more business sense? Going 50-50 with Bob Arum on the Lomachenko super fight, or going fucking 100% with Al Heyman on an Errol Spence pay-per-view?
Errol Spence.
Even if you lose, you getting upside on the pay-per-view. Now, if you ain't walking with me, you just blind. And I ain't talking to my panel, and I ain't talking to no one directly. It's all in general. Hit that thumbs up. It helps with the visibility of the show. But at the end of the day, we want the best fight and the best. Now, if he moves up and defeats Errol Spence, I swallow my words.
We all will.
He doesn't have to come back down and fight Vasil.
Look here, man.
But let's see. Let's see, because like I said on the previous show, when's the last time somebody moved up 2 divisions and really got a win?
I mean, that's like, you know, the fight that I guess people would want to see within the division would be Loma, but I mean, like I said, Mikey's trying to do great things. I mean, is he skipping out on Vasil? So are you
Undisputed isn't great because that's what Joshua's en route to do. Undisputed. That's why he's the face of boxing. So that's not great no more.
So does he go to Earl then back to Loma, or are you suggesting that he go to Loma first?
I'm saying that Earl shit is a money cherry picked up. You know what I'm saying? That's a business move.
And for the record,
on Earl's behalf or Mikey's?
On both, my man. For Earl, it's a win-win. He know he getting the win, and it's his first time to get his feet wet at a pay-per-view. What that mean? They helping him raise his profile.
So it's a Canelo Khan.
Hell yeah, it's Canelo Khan.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Fucking
call me casual.
Yeah, great one.
Call him casual. He's right.
But hey,
and I'm a businessman.
Who you fooling? You ain't fooling me.
Nah.
If Loma was to fight Mikey Garcia, then there would be like a battle of the top 5 pound for pound people. So it might get like a number 1 coming out of that fight, which would make it bigger. But I understand what they're saying. I mean, you go with Al Heyman.
Now I know the Garcia clan and the fam. They gonna be like, yo, you heard the boxing voice talking shit? And they gonna come back and be like, yeah, but Loma's injured. So we ain't gonna sit around. We don't want no voluntaries. We want meaningful fights. You right. You right. But in retrospect, does anybody talk about Alexander Brand and Sullivan Barrera, or do we talk about the 2 fights with Sergey Kovalev and what Andre Ward was able to do? So if Mikey got to wait 1 fight while motherfucking Vasil tests his hand because he has surgery or elbow, shoulder, whatever the fuck it was, let him wait and then unify. Because I see AJ doing big-ass business with all them belts. Big-ass business with all them belts. And look, Mikey had, what, 13,000 damn near in L.A.? Imagine some more belts.
Imagine that
back in the house.
Imagine down in Texas, though, with Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence, that kind of atmosphere for a crowd. That shit would be fucking crazy.
Oh my God, look, that analogy went right over someone's head. Curtis Cooper said this panel's on that goody good today. Khan is like Mikey Garcia. Come on, man. Not that he's like him in skill, my friend. He's like him in the analogy of the pay-per-view being a one-sided win for the A side. Canelo, we all knew was gonna win.
A lot of people though, Ness, feel like Mikey has a legitimate chance, regardless of what you may think or some of the
how Sway,
man. Look, man, don't act like he's not a brilliant boxer, bro. Don't act like Mikey Garcia is just another guy. Like he's shown time and time again that he is that guy. So it's like for you to not give him any chance against Errol Spence, any chance.
You're tripping, bro.
I'm seeing.
I'm gonna pull up this dude's resume, and you just speak whenever you feel like you got the courage.
But you're not. But what are you gonna argue that he hasn't fought somebody that weight? I mean, I could agree with that.
No, forget the weight. Nothing like Earl, bro. Nothing like Earl.
All right. So before he fought Adrian Broner, had he fought anybody like Adrian Broner?
But brother, Adrian Broner, we all knew he was gonna win. What you talking about? Why you acting like he did?
What I'm saying is that look, you can't keep comparing guys to the past guys.
But why you keep acting like he impressed you? Listen to me. I'm the same guy. I'm the same reporter that Adrian Broner called me all types of motherfuckers and bitches in my face a year before he fought Mikey because I told him he ain't pound for pound. He had to beat Mikey to beat it. And he didn't do it. And he didn't do it.
He's fought some pretty rough, tough guys, man. So if you
Broner's biggest win is who?
I'm talking about Mikey Garcia.
No, because you bringing up Broner like that's somebody.
Well, no, that was to make another point. That was to make another point that you can't just say can't just say that, oh, he has never fought a guy like that, because that's just what happens. As you rise in competition, you're going to fight better people. So it's like, if you go ahead and go down his resume and you're trying to find an argument there, I mean, it's pretty much like, what's that about? He's fought a guy like Orlando Salido, a tough and rough brawler guy that gets on the inside, makes fights rough.
No, go
ahead, Mike.
You acting like Errol Spence is not like fighting welterweights and got him like retreating at all like Lamont Peterson, beat him up. Kell Brook, beat him up.
But these are guys that are standing like punching bags. You're gonna mention Lamont Peterson's fight?
Mikey don't move. Mikey don't move like that.
No, what I'm saying is, after you're gonna compare Lamont Peterson and throw that in there right now, after you saw the fight and you know what the hell he was doing. You know Mikey ain't gonna be doing that. Mikey ain't gonna be sitting there.
I don't know why I get caught up in these arguments with you, because I know that you love underdogs, and this is just him rooting for the little guy. But there's no way this guy wins. It's not happening. All right.
I say it makes a good fight, man.
There were people just like you rooting for Kell Brook, thinking Kell Brook would win, and Kell Brook legitimately had more of a shot. Kell Brook is 100% technically sound and has legitimate power. Like,
man, look, he was already damaged, man.
He got power knocking out little ass dudes.
My man Kell was damaged goods already after that.
All right. Well, my man Errol Spence starts camp at 177. He's bigger than Mikey.
If Mikey could have finished Easter last night, then I may would have had like a different opinion. But he
got one knockdown and couldn't cut the ring off. What the fuck? He let Easter out every corner. What the fuck? Man, we spending way too much time on this guy.
It was fun though.
It was a great fight, and he gets tons of credit for everything that he did. But the Errol Spence fight, I just don't believe you. I know what this is. This is a cushion. This is a cushion. You lose, and it's okay. It's like, yo, he tried to beat Earl, Ness. You can't get mad at him. Yes, you're right. I picked Rigo, and I also said Rigo's moving up 2 divisions.
Well, we got a super chat from Maurice. Terrence and Earl are going back and forth on social media. That's the fight. Man down. Hit that.
That's the real fight. Hit man.
Yeah, they've been getting at each other.
Yo, so right now, check it out. Update.
Yeah, I know. Terrence went ahead and said,
I seen that.
Blocked, so it don't matter what side of the street you on. And then Earl says, "You don't really believe that."
What? Say that again, bro.
You say you don't really believe that.
Where Earl said, "I wish they would clean up their side of the street." Then Terrence came back and said, bruh, I own the whole fucking block. I don't know what you're talking about. Then Earl came back and like, bruh, you don't really believe that, do you? I mean, that's kind of the basis of it. But hey,
but you see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. So don't tell me that's the biggest name available, because you both ain't got no fight and you both got belts and y'all both talking shit. Y'all both need to put your big boy pants on. You know what I'm saying? Put one leg on. Put the other leg on, button that shit up, and fasten that belt real tight, and pick up your phone, call Al Heyman, pick up your phone and call Bob Arum, and say, yo, I'm tired of this dude talking shit. This is my block. And he telling me to clean it up. Call his peoples. I want to clean him up. Yo, I'm tired of telling you I only want top 5 fighters, Al. Call Bob Arum the fuck up. I'm this year's Mayweather. Call him up, make the fight. Because you work for me. It's bottom line. Yes, the managers and promoters have a plan, but you work for me. Simple.
Now, quick shout out on the super chat. My man Chris Camejo. If Rigo or Cherry for Loma, Khan for Canelo, Brook for Triple G, then Mikey a Cherry for Earl. It's competitive while it lasts, except for Rigo. LOL. Great night of boxing. Appreciate all the coverage.
And I'm telling you, that shit might be worse than that Rigo fight.
That's just a legitimate, realistic boxing fan. He understands what he's getting. He's not being swallowed into the fucking hype, the bullshit.
Well, let's take a look at another.
Got here from Wiley Coyote. He says, Mikey on some BS. Everyone got a plan until you get hit. And when Earl start touching him, the flag will be thrown in. Same shit, GGG versus, but that's what I'm saying. Yo, this is a save me. You don't think they're gonna be like, it don't matter what Mikey think. I'm not saying Mikey, look, Mikey could believe all he want, but Big G, you seen Big G in the ring with the gray hair? Big Iguado?
Mm-hmm.
And motherfucking Robert Garcia, they gonna be like, oye, mijo, si te veo que te están dando mucho golpe, it's over. You know,
hey, listen, they believe. They believe in that guy.
No, I'm gonna remind all you mo, because a lot of you like, that's on some bullshit. No, let me fucking remind you what he did in the Orlando Salido fight when he got a headbutt. Go back and watch it. Did he finish all the 12 rounds? Or he took a little card out? You know what I'm saying? Did he take the win with the cards versus Salido when the going was getting tough? Watch the whole fight, too. Don't just go for the controversy. Because he was giving it to Salido, but Salido was coming.
That's the type of guy Salido is, man. You expect the rough one with that guy.
And for a person that does not do sit-ups, crunches, and body work, to go in there with Errol Spence, a known fucking body assassin.
Yeah, but they said they're gonna work on those things.
You can't
up to that fight.
You can't fix that in fucking 5 months, do me? That's a lifetime of work, baby.
But you know what it is too, Mike? I can't really just go by what everybody says because everybody got their secret agenda. These guys could be talking. They could have been preparing for Earl. They could have been, look, these guys got a good team and they know how to work it. Got Robert Garcia. These guys been around the sport and not just the sport itself, but the business side of it for a long time. So,
so do you want to see it?
Decipher these guys. Do I want to see it? Look, I'm wondering why Mikey ain't.
He wants it, and he's picking on Mikey on that.
I was wondering. Look, I never said that. What I'm wondering is Mikey, right? And you just made it clear for me, Ness. I guess it's the business, man. Because like Mikey's not out there calling Terrence.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Let me give you another piece of information. Mikey Lomachenko, is that a pay-per-view?
I mean, I'll pay for it.
But is Bob doing a pay-per-view? When's the last time Top Rank did a pay-per-view?
I mean, honestly,
they got an ESPN deal last I checked.
So I'm saying everything's going on to the streaming.
Exactly. So if you're Mikey, dog, where's the money? Show me the money. Same thing Earl is saying. This is the biggest name I could get that wants to play ball. Dudes want to make money fights. They want to be AJ and Canelo. They want to be Floyd and Pacquiao and Cotto. That's what this is about. This is an opportunity for PBC and Showtime to try and create a star. The same way HBO tried with Terrence when they put him on pay-per-view. It didn't work. And they went back to the drawing board. And now he's pound for pound and he's still going to be a star. But they trying with Earl.
We're just going to have to keep a close eye on this and see what other revelations come about in the next couple of months.
This is their 2 eggs and they put it in the same basket. Why? Because if Mikey lose, he doesn't break. Because it's like, oh, it's Earl. He's always been a gifted prospect. He was always a declarated amateur. He went to the Olympics. He's been kicking everybody's ass since the start. Mikey was supposed to lose, but he tried. He dared to be great. We'll see him back again. He was one of the greatest before this. Come on, bro. Like, we've been here before. Like, come on, man. Luis Ortiz just knocked out Rajvan Cojanu. Means absolutely nothing to me. The telecast was talking greasy all day, trying to suit me up that this is somehow some sort of Deontay Wilder auditioning, especially when the rumors have been pay-per-view. No, man. Like, no, especially not after what Dillian Whyte did. Matter of fact, I went to Lewis by mistake. We supposed to be talking about Dillian because Dillian did better. And Deontay should not fight Ortiz. That 7th round, they could give me a replay of that 7th round all they want. They better off showing me the commission, telling me someone in the commissioner got fired when Deontay went to the corner and that dude stopped a couple of seconds. Show me that and sell me that there was some fucking corruption. Don't sell me that Luis Ortiz almost knocked you out because guess what? Every time I see it, I get more proud of my champ for being able to take those punches without going down. So you ain't selling me no narrative. All you selling me is that this man could beat that man 10 times. You just showing me the proof that he gonna beat him again. So I'd rather get Dillian fucking Whyte, who looked impressive until he started to gas out, but that's because he gives it his all. He fought his heart out, and he's trying to put you out. He wants excitement, and I love the fight with he and Parker. You know, Parker could have did so many different things. I don't know.
Too fucking nice, man. He let Dillian Whyte rough him up the whole fucking fight, bro.
Yeah, let's just start out real quick by giving UK boxing a big shout out. You guys had a litty weekend right now. UK was hell of a good. I can't remember the last time I saw that many fights with that much action and just so much goodness. So shout out to the UK for that. And Parker versus Whyte. I'm gonna eat my crow. I got a list, so I ain't alone on this one.
Give me some too, Dummy. Go ahead, play mine.
You know, my man Ness. You know, he got.
Come on, Ness.
He got the plates already ready. He just got to send them out.
And then Ness, you ain't give me none for Easter either.
Man,
I mean, you know, close my
serve me up, man. Yeah. Serve me up, man. I'm finna fry these bitches tonight.
I'm gonna eat crow. I thought Parker was gonna win.
Oh, I went. I got it all right because I.
Yeah, you Nostradamus right now.
Yeah, mine was like the total opposite of yours. So whatever you got right, I got wrong.
Damn.
And let's pick Mikey and Whyte.
Did he pick Chisora or Takian, or did he call it?
I don't know if he called it or not.
I don't think so. I don't think he did either.
Yeah, he didn't call it. I don't got him called out here. I got you down for Easter and Parker.
Meanwhile, these guys, they got me aggravated. Meanwhile, they want to beef on Twitter. Two dudes, no fight and a belt in the same division. Man, call your motherfucking advisors, man. Get off my fucking timelines, bro. Word is born.
So what's next for old Dillian Whyte though, man? Dude, he looked, even though it was rough and tough.
You know what's next? I don't even know how to do it. Like, do we wait for the last topic with Giuseppe? Like, I mean, you know, he looked great, but flawed. Yeah. You know, honestly speaking, he's a fucking clone, a weak clone. He's not even a clone. Fuck that. That's disrespectful to my guy. He's like a fucking, he's like a weak version of Wilder.
He a poor man's Wilder.
He's a hell yeah. He's an overweight Wilder. Wilder.
Who you guys talking about now?
Dylan Whyte.
Who we talking about? I'm ready. About him. Wild as hell. I mean, you know, the UK got some fucking balls. They stay talking about Deontay. Meanwhile, this guy is a fucking gardener the way he's taking out the hedges, okay? Bro.
When he misses with hooks, he really misses badly.
Bro, when he misses with the left hooks, he's almost going down. He spins himself like a top.
Yeah, totally off balance when he
now taking all that out, putting all that aside, he fought a way better fight than Joesph Parker. His jab was amazing. You know, he's got the killer reach, bro. That's really what's the you know, he's got a nice reach. And his jab is effective when he doubles it. There was plenty of times that he wasn't doubling it, though. And there was plenty of times where that left hand was down.
I think the jab, I got to agree, the jab was a key component in Whyte's win.
Absolutely. It opened up all the right hands.
I mean, he was jabbing the hell out of fucking Parker, man. Parker, man, disappointed me a little bit, man, because I thought he was going to come out with more moxie, be more into the fight, but he backpedaled mostly the whole fight. And, you know, at the end of the fight, there was some talk, you know, when they were, you know, getting interviewed and stuff in ring. And they mentioned something about taking the fight on a short notice, 7 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I didn't want to hear that.
And, you know, I don't know how much that does affect the fighter. Look, man, everything affects you, man. Timing, all that stuff. Floyd Mayweather was great at always doing things at the perfect timing.
What affects you is not having no fucking nuts.
Well, I don't know what it was. I don't know what I don't know if it was enough nuts, enough conditioning, enough cardio.
You can't let a fucking man rough you up like that for fucking 12 rounds and like really hold your fucking neck on the ropes and drag you like you're fucking wrestling, bro.
It was
really
rough.
At the at the end when Parker had him hurt, he held Parker for like 20 seconds. Like, would not let him go.
Yep. Pinned him against the ropes.
Would not let him go.
But you know what? In the live feed, I thought that was so smart. I think that's smart. If you were my fighter, that's what I want you to do. You got this fight won. No sense trying to go out there on your shield. Why? But he ain't lasting. He ain't lasting with Wilder. Give him the fight. Give him the fight. I don't even want the AJ fight yet. Give him the Dillian Whyte fight first.
So what is he getting now? The offer now
we're gonna talk about that in a minute. He's gonna fight Dillian Whyte, right, in the US, but he's gonna send his head back via fucking rocket launcher right hand. It's gonna decapitate his head right there in the ring and just take off and land across the pond.
So what does Parker do now? Before you answer, I think I know where you're gonna go with this because another heavyweight had a impressive knockout performance on that same card.
Yeah. For Parker, keep doing business with Eddie Hearn and take the Chisora fight. Chisora's old enough that Parker could get the win, but got a good enough win himself that makes this a legitimate fight for Parker. Because, I mean, let's be honest, a fight ago, you say, damn, Parker's fighting Chisora. You're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because Chisora wasn't on that level. Chisora just put himself on that level by also scoring a great knockout.
Yeah, that was one hell of a knockout. The right hands was the way to go tonight, right? You had King Kong. Well, King Kong hits with his left, but that power hand was knocking guys out. David Allen knocked Nick Webb out. A lot of KOs. A lot of KOs this whole weekend, man.
The White Rhino, baby. Shut out with that right hand.
You see, that's a guy for Joesph Parker right there. You know what I'm saying? Not on that elite level, but known enough that it's a tune-up. Like, you know, he's got 2 back-to-back losses now. Mike, you're shaking your head, but, you know, you put him in there and he gets 3 straight losses. You know, we talking about, take a year off now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't think Eddie would do that to Dave. Dave just came out off a shocking win. You don't put him in there with Parker against somebody that needs something like that, man.
Bro, if you Eddie, you being the best promoter in the world. You giving Dave Allen the biggest fight of his career, and the guy that he's got to fight is coming off of 2 back-to-back losses. Plus, the last fight was the roughest fight of his career. He might be getting Joesph Parker at the right time. Dave Allen could turn himself into elite level if he gets a win over Joesph.
If Dave Allen beat Joesph Parker, but what the fuck had Joesph Parker fallen to, boy? That man, he's at the top, and right now was Parker overrated?
No.
Was he overrated?
No, he's not overrated. I'm just saying that's what a tune-up is. You give him Dave Allen as a tune-up, but for Dave Allen, that's an opportunity. He's just got to take it. You know, I know people want Ortiz Whyte, and that's cool too, but I think that Wilder needs to jump on that Whyte fight, and we'll talk about that in a second here. We'll go ahead and get into this Luis Ortiz, Rajvan Cojanu 8th round knockout. I mean, you know, more of the same from Cojanu. You know, he's not really trying to win. He's just like, you know, throwing punches, circling the ring, waiting to be knocked out, waiting to lose a points decision, you know. Credit to Luis Ortiz. He did this in what? Was it 8 or was it 2 rounds?
Second round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and real quick shout out to his daughter for getting that treatment, and that she's now supposedly cured of whatever that ailment she had. So praises, praises to her. And I mean, as far as the fight go, I mean, Cojanu, I wasn't even expecting him to do anything. So I thought Ortiz was going to knock him out and finish him, and that's what he did. So
yeah, I'm excited that he at least did that, because we've seen him look flat on these level of opposition fights. And right now, this is allegedly an audition. I don't think it was enough. I'm on par with everyone else on that panel last night that was saying, you know, he needs to fight guys. He being Ortiz needs to fight guys like Brazil, Dillian Whyte, then possibly get a title shot.
They didn't let Chisora in to get in there with Whyte. I thought that was you know, kind of messed up. You know, I think something would have brewed off that beef, just something like.
Well, I mean, that's because that one had, you know, that one's already gotten ugly. You know what I mean? Like they fought before. You know,
he born again. He'd have came in like a gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, one person wants it, the other person don't want it.
So shout out to him. You know what I mean? He said he gave his life to God, so that's what's up.
He ain't alone no more.
So we're on topic with Eddie, which brings us back to a couple of other topics. Eddie made a new offer to Deontay Wilder, not for Anthony Joshua, but instead, again, to face Dillian Whyte. This time, he sweetened it. $7 to $8 million to fight in the U.S. I'm assuming it's with DAZN, though, because he's saying in the U.S., we all know what Eddie wants and where he's getting the money from. So it's going to be on DAZN. He swears up and down Wilder doesn't have a contract with Showtime. I mean, at this point, if you're Wilder, you don't turn this $7 or $8 million down, right? Like,
you can you? Unless you got something big.
He doesn't find a way to turn it down. I'm honest. You know, I don't care what he has planned. I really don't.
I mean, Brazil ain't it no more, right? Mauricio Suleiman said that he don't have to do that till next year.
And sometimes you got to take your feelings out of business, because this right here, it looks to be good business to fight Dillian Whyte because he got a buzz about himself now.
2 to 3 more million too.
I mean, come on with that, bro.
2 to 3. Try 4 to fucking 3.
And I also think Eddie said there was an offer for Chisora too if he wanted that fight.
Yeah, but you see, I don't think he should take Chisora. Chisora, yo, come on, man. Before Takam lost, we thought Chisora was done. So, like, what credit are they really gonna give him? But I mean, if he wants to do like, I don't know, all right, so it's July, August, September, but then that's also AJ. I don't know, and that's Canelo. I don't know if Wilder could get 2 off, then do it. You know, if you could get 2 fights and ultimately 3 with AJ in April. So we're talking Derek, quick, September, then Dillian, December, and then you know, the unification with Joshua in April. That's the only way I would accept this Derek Chisora fight. Why? Because I still am advocating for him to go to the UK and fight over there. So they see him over there and keep saying, yo, you, AJ, have to fight this other guy that's out here killing our UK brethren. You know what I mean? Go to the UK and destroy both Chisora and Whyte, and every post-fight say the same thing.
And a quick fun fact, real quick. Showtime or HBO did not pick up this fight this past weekend, but Showtime has came out and said that they will be picking up Fury's next fight, which might be a play for them down the road.
But you know the play. We've been doing shows about that all day, man. They talking to Fury, bro. They talking to Fury. That's for sure. Whether Fury takes it now or not, but they talking to Fury. And they're gonna keep him happy. This is how it starts. They start streaming your fight now. Now they show Fury on Showtime YouTube. The next thing you know, his next decent fight's on Showtime, just like AJ was at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? They invest in him. The shit is, you know, as a network you lose out, but you know that's part of the game. It's part of the game because they lost the big fish in AJ. But Doomy, you have said nothing
about.
I don't know. Nothing.
The Wilder offer from Eddie Hearn.
That's the point. See, if he would have been listening, he would have known.
$8 million to fight Dillian Whyte.
Always attacking niggas. Yo, let me tell you something. This Wilder, you know, this Wilder Whyte. I don't know what's on the agenda on Wilder. Maybe you know more than us. You know what I'm saying? They're talking to Tyson Fury. Will Tyson Fury really take on this challenge? I have no idea. I don't know how soon. I think that a Whyte fight would be more feasible just because, you know, Whyte's been very active against game opponents. And it's just a matter of what Wilder wants to do. I mean, if Whyte's worth 7-8 mil, you know, AJ is only worth 15 mil. I mean, if he goes towards Tyson Fury and they take the fight, how much more is he going to get? So, you know, you gotta put on that business mindset and see what makes the most money, most sense.
Yo, y'all read this? He said, you'll understand one day. See, that ain't that unified talk. You'll understand one day, and I'm done talking about it. See?
Who said that?
Crawford. Like, that's what I'm saying. Do you want smoke or not? Like, what do you mean one day? But that's the thing. I'm saying that. Why? Because I'm not rich. And ain't nobody making a plan to make me richer. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. They like, yo, you could get that fight, but just let us make you richer. Let us secure your family's, you know, your family's motherfucking well-being. That's why it won't be Errol anytime soon. But they are the bosses of their career. You know what I mean? They could tell these people who they really want to fight. I'm just looking at these tweets and it's just like, come on.
So does Wilder really take on Whyte? Do you I mean, Ness, from all of us on the panel, you're probably the closest to the champ. What do you think the champ does? Does the champ turn down $8 million?
I
hope he does not.
You know, because I mean, given it, I personally think that he did right in turning down the 15 for AJ because that fight's worth just so much more. I don't think I'd agree with him turning down an $8 million fight in a Whyte, which I think personally that he would KO.
Especially in the U.S. on DAZN, where DAZN is letting champions go home. Take this shit to Alabama. You know what I mean? Let Dillian bring a couple thousand people. Yo. What, you shaking your head no, Mike? You don't like Alabama?
No, it's not that I don't like Alabama, but for this kind of fight, Dillian Whyte got some buzz about himself. Put it in a big city. Got to, in my opinion.
Got no U.S. buzz.
I mean, for the hardcore boxing fans, he does. And Wilder has been spending a lot of time in Atlanta. Somebody open their fucking ATL market and bring some of them athletes and rappers out. I mean, and the fucking movie stars out too. I mean, do something down there in Atlanta. That's a big market that has not been tapped in yet.
Do you open up the market with a fight like this? Do you risk that? I mean,
you got Deontay Wilder.
Or do you go to Barclays?
40 fights, 39 knockouts. That should be enough to fucking sell itself.
I mean, the champ's the king of the South, but the market down there. I mean, when was the last time shows were put together at that magnitude? I'm figuring go to Barclay where the champ's already did his numbers. You got Whyte coming.
You got to build them regionally, bro. You gotta take them. Like, that's the whole point. That's why he did WAGs. That's why he bought a house in Atlanta. You're right. You got to take him to Atlanta or Alabama. I mean, like, Mikey fought in LA.
Yeah, true.
Why is Wilder fighting in New York? Because they're giving him a check? Like, I don't know, man.
And I'm telling you, if you get the right people to like do like a little performance or something at the fight, that motherfucker would be sold out, depending on what arena.
Bro, I've said that all my life. Like, they need to combine ticket sales of a artist with the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, have one art. They did it with Fab. They did it with Fab when Rock Nation did their first inaugural performance in New York. Fab performed, but that shit was lame the way they did that. You know what I mean? They need to take that shit back to the drawing board. That shit was super lame.
Damn, Fab was lame?
I mean, they shut down the whole thing, and it's just like cameras on the ring, and he in the ring with a fucking fur coat.
That's Fab though, baby. That's Fab all day.
And a fur hat and glasses, rapping, no entourage. It wasn't the right setting. Like
Frank Lucas though.
With the zone being in the picture now too. A fight being in Atlanta is not that far off. I mean, they were willing to send Demetrius Andrade.
That's my point. If he giving you $8 million and you could go back to your hometown and shake your ass, you go back to your hometown and you show the fuck off.
And if your promoters don't want to do it, I mean, shit, maybe you can finagle it yourself or find some investors to do it too. I mean,
but DAZN doing it. DAZN giving whoever signed a hometown fight, man. That's the package.
It's true.
Demetrius was on a Chicago card. and he got a legitimate good fight, and he's going home. He's going home, baby. Any other news to touch on before we open up these phone lines? You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion.
I mean, you had Pitufo lose to Ito.
Damn, Pitufo lost?
Pitufo lost a unanimous decision. And my God, Mike, help me with his name. Mayusitu. I was nicknaming him the whole night Ito, so I'm gonna go with Ito right now until I pronounce his name right. I'm gonna look him up. But
in the chat, HBJD Dog, he says Boxing Voice, Wilder not fighting on the zone, it's on principle. You know that, my man. $8 million, you better take that principle, shove it sideways up your candy ass, because it's $8 million for a win. That's why Errol is fighting Mikey, because he know he gonna win. And it's free money.
Real quick on this Ito versus Pitufo Chris Diaz fight, man. It was a good fight, and you know Pitufo's left hook is immaculate, but it didn't do the job that night, man. Ito's a game guy, 25 fights, and this guy was fighting like a super pro, man. Great straight puncher on the inside where he actually knocked down Chris Diaz, and Diaz was just looking all beat up. I mean, there was a few headbutts. They would clash in. Ito would be on the inside throwing these like little brawler uppercuts on the inside.
Bro, you know what's sad about that? That I never even heard of Ito. Like, this was not even a legitimate belt. This was like a region. You know, Pitufo lost already. That's crazy.
You'll like this guy, Ness. You'll like this Ito guy, bro. Yo, he was good, man. He was game. He wasn't afraid to be in the pocket there trading. And when he did trade with Pitufo, he knocked him down, man. I really wasn't.
Pitufo just trains trainers. What is he thinking right now?
Also, two of Eddie Hearn prospects were successful. Joshua Buatsi and Connor Ben. And Katie Taylor defended her title against Kimberly O'Connor from Little Rock, where I'm at currently. But we lost it on that fight. So good job, Katie Taylor.
I didn't catch those fights, man. Did they go all the rounds, Mike? Or was
no. I mean, Buatsi beat the shit out of dude in like one round. Connor Ben actually had another tough fight with Cedric Pano, but then like towards like the 5th and 6th round, he kind of took control of it and kind of settled down a little bit. But Katie Taylor, 3rd round knockout, easy money.
They're talking about getting her into another weight division, so she's actually challenged. What you think about that, Ness, Mike?
Yeah, they said they want her to fight Cecilia Brackets, but that's like a two weight class jump. Which the same thing, Mikey.
The Serrano money first.
That's true too. And she said she wants the other Serrano after she beat that one.
Oh, so she going Cindy then Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's a tough gal. Knows how to put those punches together pretty well. I mean, maybe that is her next challenge. Maybe a weight up. See how those girls at that division challenge her.
And Eddie Hearn did say that Gerald Miller could be an option for Chisora or Whyte in the future. So,
yo, if I'm Big Baby, I jump on that Chisora win. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, I know Chisora looked what he looked like last night, but that doesn't mean that we wasn't thinking other shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's still on the tip of my tongue.
Real quick, let's give a shout out to boy Mario Barrios. Did his thing too, the whole weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it got a little rough for him. He got cut and everything.
Yeah, you saw that at the end of the fight, but I didn't see him getting caught. It was just like he must have got headbutting it.
Yeah, that was a headbutt, like a 2nd round headbutt.
Shit, it looked like
caught him like right there.
Yeah, it made his face look funny, but he was putting on a boxing clinic, man.
Yeah, but dude is tall as fuck, man, to be at the 140, right?
Yeah, he started at 26, kid.
He started at 26?
Yeah.
At 126?
Yeah.
Dude was like 6 foot, though.
Yeah. We've been covering him for a while, man.
That's ridiculous.
He blew through the divisions, though. Like, he had a couple fights in them shits, but he blew through them because he's so big. He wasn't able to get titles or nothing.
Well, he did it. He did the job against Roman. I really didn't know too much about
Ain't nothing to know, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Fight.
So I mean, I'm guessing this. He did the thing. He did what he was supposed to do. So he stopped them.
Yeah, Roman was tough though.
He even did a little Mayweather.
He did what he was supposed to do, but like it still ain't that test. Like we don't know that dude. You know what I'm saying? He got to do that versus someone that it means something.
What's a good test for him now that he's
he's at 140, bro. So
And to tie the Wilder thing up, the WBC did say Wilder is free to choose his next opponent, and his mandatory with Brazil won't be called till the end of the year.
Brazil so tight with that one.
He is tight, bro.
I would be too. I mean,
tight. Who the hell do they put him? Now they put him in the closet. Like, how long is he gonna want to stay out there? Does he come in and fight Ortiz as the next opponent? I mean, what do they do? What do you do with this guy?
In my opinion, Wilder has been off a little bit too long to like try to get a tough fight. I think he should try to find somebody in the top 10, top 15 maybe, and get like a.
Wait, he fought in March, bro. It ain't that long.
But I haven't seen him training, bro. I haven't seen him like on Instagram or Twitter or doing like no kind of training, bro. Like that's fucking worse for me. Like I gotta see you like hit a bag or something, bro. Be in the gym at least. It's like been all Hollywood for like the last 4 or 5 months.
I hear you, but this is what they do, man. Especially when they fight twice a year. They'll just schedule him with enough time to get that whole, maybe 10 weeks in or something like that.
That's the thing about Mayweather, bro. Always stay ready. It wasn't no, I need 6 weeks to get ready. It wasn't no like some fighters like.
Yeah, but it was the same thing though. The thing is that Mayweather was in control, so you had limited media on Mayweather because he only spoke to Fight Hype and he released things when he wanted, and he's the boss, so he knew when he was gonna fight. He knew everything, that dude, man. Let's jump out to these callers, and then we'll hit these sponsors. You know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Skype callers, add Nesta Gibbs on Skype. Must be friends and send a friend request to be part of the conversation.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to one of our alumni callers in California.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Brothers.
What up, Info Joe?
How y'all doing, man? Great weekend of fights, man. First things first, man, give me a side order of that barbecue crow.
Ooh, you want the barbecue crow. All right, hold on. Chefing it up. I'm giving all your options, whatever flavor.
That's right. Shout out to Dillian, man. Dillian Whyte. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Wilder, man, go at it, man. Set the stage up, man, for the pre-UK fight with AJ. Go and take out his little homie, Dillian Whyte, and then we move on to bigger, better things. At the Barclays, I wouldn't mind seeing it. But he did pretty good in his Alabama, man. I wouldn't mind seeing him do a hometown fight with that. But always, the Barclays is always hype. On to shout out to Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter, man. Mikey did his thing as I said he would do. Even though Robert Easter did fight tall and use his reach, for some reason I couldn't understand. He can hit him with the jab, but he wouldn't throw the right behind it. I don't know why he got gun shy after that. I think it was the 4th or 5th round, but he could hit Mikey with that 1-2, man. He got real gun shy. I guess it's because of the power of Mikey. That's my only explanation for that. But shout out to Mikey, the new undisputed champ. I mean, not undisputed, but unified champ. But as far as him fighting Spence, I think it would still be. I respect Mikey, man. I do. I believe in his mind, he believes he can beat Spence. And I respect him from trying to dare to be great and all of that. But I think this is the wrong fight for him in his career right now, because Spence is just the naturally bigger dude. Of course, what we all going to say. Also, if Spence takes this fight, what does this do for Spence? Nothing. It doesn't move the needle for him. For all the hardcores out there, we know that this dude is way bigger than him. He can actually be fighting at 154 or 160. So we all know the deal. So if Spence beats the shit out of Mikey, we all gonna be like, well, we all know it. So it don't move the needle for Spence either. So I don't even know why he would even take the fight. Only for the money. If the money was big, then if Mikey keep talking, then he gonna have to fight him. But far as skill set, I don't believe that Spence is that much better than Mikey as far as just the overall skill set. It actually is. It had to do with the size of Spence, my opinion. But I still think that Spence would dog walk him at the end of the day. That's it, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody listening, all the hardcores. We are a small community, and let's keep growing, man. Peace.
Peace, brother.
Hey, my guy snuck in to grab some of that crow real quick.
Who's that?
Yeah, just serve it up real quick, man. I'm out in NY. I need my crow.
I heard you like Crow Maine.
Hey, man, it's worth it, man. Mikey's better. Whyte was better. I just wanted my crow like a real man.
All right.
All right, Ron. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Marcus in D.C.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Voice? Yo, let me get my dose of my boxing crack today, TBV. Let me get some of that crow for Dillian, Whyte, and Parker, man. Let me get some of that Resident Evil. I walked into the wrong room crow. Let me say this, man. Dillian Whyte looked good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never considered him as an option to fight for Wilder. I thought that was like actually stepping backwards when the initial conversation was happening with him and Joesph fight. I actually think it's a meaningful fight for Wilder if he does it in one or two places, either Vegas, New York, or over in England. I think over in England, I think they need to take a page out of K2, how they did Gennady. Gennady's fought on every coast in every country pretty much, where boxing is held at a high point, and I think that'd be a good fight for Deontay. And I also think that, you know, he would decapitate him and send that thing over wherever he came from. That straight right slam down the middle hurt him. Nash, he was on a high horse. Let me just say this to you. Sugar Shane Mosley stepped up from the lightweight to take the welterweight title from Oscar De La Hoya. He was 35-0 with 31 knockouts.
He also tested positive. He also tested positive. That don't count.
But at the time, we didn't know that.
It don't matter. Now we know he tested positive, and he admitted it. And he admitted it. I can't forget.
Forget that he took positive.
You ain't forgetting that Povetkin took anything.
Listen what I'm
saying.
Can't,
brother, you can't.
What aspect I'm saying it. What aspect I'm saying it is that there has been fighters who have jumped. Duran jumped from 35 to 47 to fight Ray. So there has been situations where lightweights have done it.
But hey, Marcus, I never said
that he wants to fight Spence.
Marcus,
the fact that he wants to fight Spence is not him chasing the money. Listen to me. The fact he's chasing Spence is not him chasing the money, because 2 fights ago we said that Spence was the highest risk, lowest reward fight out of all these fighters. Where he's gotten this marketability where you think Mikey's chasing the money, I don't know. Because if you remember, when people thought Thurman was a top guy, he said he would fight Thurman. Remember? So I think, honestly, Mikey just sees flaws in those guys. Mike is a very basic, fundamental fighter who has a little bit of pizzazz, and he sees some flaws in some of these guys. Some of these, like we said with Spence, shout out there for Joe. If Mikey and Spence were the same weight, would you pick Spence over Mikey off of skills? I don't think so. So when Mikey says he wants to fight these guys, power is one element of boxing. If power was the only thing, name the champions who would be the champions in every division if power was the only thing. It wouldn't look like the champions that are in the division now. You said does not have more power than Garcia, but he took Garcia to school. Now, ideally, they're the same weight. But I'm saying is Mikey sees himself, and like I told other people, he's an elite fighter. Elite fighters deal with whoever they put in front of them.
Errol Spence ain't Garcia, man.
No. I understand. What I'm saying is power is only one element of boxing.
Yeah, but ain't nobody sitting here. Ain't nobody sitting here saying Earl's a power puncher. Earl's just better.
Everyone says Earl's strong. Earl's gonna walk him down. Earl's gonna go to his body. No one said one time that Earl's gonna outbox this dude.
He don't need
that's
to.
Not what we know.
He don't need to. Why change the blueprint? Like, He's already been walking dudes down and putting them hands on them. Like, why is he gonna change it? Mikey, man, yo, you bugging, bro.
Yeah, man, you bugging, bro. You really bugging.
I can't even believe you ain't see Mikey was letting East out the fucking corner. Like, he don't even know how to
told me I was bugging too.
Bro, you bugging, man. Bugging. Marcus, you bugging, all right? 313.
I hear you, Mark.
784 313-784. First time caller. Talk to me. 313.
Yeah, I want to
What's your name, brother? Where you calling from?
Oh, this is Lorenzo calling from Newport News, Virginia.
Damn, we don't get that first time intro no more, Ness.
Shout out to Newport News, man.
Nothing much. You know, I just enjoyed a good night of fights last night. I thought it was a good performance by Robert Garcia. You know, he really has. I really like his offense. You know, nice. You know, he really
Mikey Garcia.
You know what I'm saying? Real. Well, excuse me, Mikey Garcia. You know, he real textbook with his punches. I really, you know, like his style, like his fundamentals. But that the Errol Spence fight, they need to stop that. He needs to, you know, focus on Lomo because, you know, like I said, you know, what's his name is 5'9.5" with a 154-pound body. Like, he's solid. Like, he's a solid 154 guy fighting at 47. And, you know, if you look at Mikey Garcia, his frame is small, his body is small, his nigga's small, so he's not, like, to me, he would have problems with the 47-pounders. He would kind of get bodied by those guys. So I think that he needs to just focus on where he's at, you know, with Lomo and what's the I think it's like Rigo, the new guy at 140. They building him up. He's in that area, but to go up and try to fight Errol Spence, that's not even. It shouldn't even be no talk about that. Like, that's a fight he gonna lose. He gonna run into a brick wall trying to fight Spence. Like, Spence is just gonna walk him down, go to straight double jabs, jab to the body, jab to the head, walk him down to the body, and you know, and if you don't knock him out or stop him, it's gonna be a nice decision. So, but I like Mikey Garcia as a fighter, though. You know what I'm saying? I think him in the Lomo fight, that's the fight that needs to be made. So that's all I wanted to say.
Well, all right, brother Lorenzo. Thank you for calling in. Newport News, Virginia. We got you. Dominic in Seattle. It's on you.
Yes. Low key, Dillian Whyte, low key was exposed. Like, I think it'll be a perfect fight for, you know, Deontay Wilder because he can't handle that pressure. You know what I mean?
What did you see?
That'll be a perfect fight for him. What I see is every time he'll get knocked out, he'll be trying to hold on somebody or fall on somebody like he's trying to make love with the nigga. Like, dead ass.
Who, Dillian Whyte?
That's the number one way that Dillian Whyte, when he was fighting
Parker, he did. He was dirty as hell
the whole time. Yo, that ref, they don't need to fight out there. They need to fight in America and give him some greasy ass shit. Okay. And then you give him some greasy ass shit. Give him to the point where he don't even have time to train. Shit, fuck it. The nigga's a fucking, you know, hood booker. Just motherfucking give him a little bit of time to train, have him come out here to fight. And then boom, since he wants us so much, he always says, "Oh, I'm ready anytime. I'll fight in anybody's backyard. Come right now."
Nah, his profile too big for that now.
That'll be a perfect fight.
I don't know, man. I don't think you need to treat Dillian Whyte unfair. It's a big fight. He's made a name for himself with the Parker win. You know.
No, he didn't. He was about to get knocked out last round, bro. He got saved by.
But he didn't though. But he didn't though. And he won the fight unanimously. And he scored two knockdowns.
That was garbage. Even after the fight, he looked like he lost the fight. He didn't even celebrate. He was just dazed and confused. He looked like he was about to cry or something. He was not happy about that fight, dude.
He was crying at the fact that he landed that perfect left hook. He was crying because somebody showed him the picture of that replay.
That wasn't a fight to tell anybody about. That was horrible.
Man, you a hater, bro.
Was way better.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta give props, bro. Sometimes you gotta give props.
Way better when he was just sitting on the ropes, bro. Chisora was just sitting on the ropes taking punishment, man. Get out of here.
But at least he ended the fight with a real. He got saved by the bell.
With a Hail Mary. He ended the fight with a Hail Mary, man. There ain't no better. That's a fucking Hail Mary.
No, he didn't. I'm talking about fucking Dillian Whyte. He ended the fight by leaning on Parker the whole time. until the fight ended.
True. Yeah, he basically looked like he was holding on for dear life. He held him against the ropes. You saw that the referee was, I mean, he must have said it like 4 or 5 times and never a point was taken off. I mean, I get it. He looked like he was on his way out at the end.
Perfect fight for Deontay.
And caller, we all know if he fights Deontay, none of that dirty shit is gonna fly. Deontay is too elusive to let somebody hold on him and grab on him. And
the jab game ain't gonna work, right, Mike? Who's longer?
Exactly. Dillian Whyte like 72. I mean 78, and Deontay like 82. So
Dominic, thank you for calling in, guys. It's time to go to Q in Orlando.
What's going on, Q? Speak your piece. Q in Orlando. Speak your piece.
Look like
hey, I had to get on today, man. Especially after yesterday. Last night was a little rough. Easter Bunny. We talking about Wilder and Whyte.
Man, we're talking about whatever you want to talk about today, man. Mikey Garcia versus Easter, Whyte versus Parker, Chisora versus Tacken, whatever you want to spit out, man. Let's go.
All right, man. All right, let's just touch on this. I was satisfied with Whyte Parker. I like Whyte a lot, man. I think this fight for Whyte Wilder, I think this would be a big one. I think this would be a good one for Wilder now that Whyte has kind of increased his stock. Now this turkey is ready to bake. Put this motherfucker in the oven and cook his ass, man. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, they ain't got a lot of real ones like Whyte. You know, in the UK, they all ducking and dodging and shit. I mean, Whyte did duck Ortiz technically, and they gave him some lonely pig to slaughter. But yeah, I think that'd be a good fight for Wilder. So I think it should be in America, wherever it's at. Who gives a damn, man? Just lay all these UK people out, put them all out, fight Big Baby, knock his ass out too, and it just corner Joshua in to where at the point you got to take this 50-50 fight, motherfucker. You gonna have to take it. You know, don't worry about it. I'll be back. When somebody say don't worry about it, I'll be back. What they coming back with some people, some fire, something, and you in trouble. So that's what I want to do.
Q, thanks for calling in.
Yes, hold on real quick, man. Did you hear about that Big Baby with Sky Sports thing? Like Sky Sports advised Big Baby.
They told him not to come?
Yeah, because they wasn't quite sure if he would be I don't want to say safe, but he may probably have some confrontations over there that wasn't
the erratic AJ fans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
AJ fans.
AJ fans was not like, yo, you can't talk about AJ mama.
Can't be talking about the mom like that.
Yeah, no.
AJ's mom. You can't come over here, you American. Yo, they don't like Americans, bro.
Hit that thumbs up button if you punch a guy in the nose if they talk about your mom.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let me go out to our ringer. Boomerang. Got to get to in New Jersey.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody let's agree that.
Yo, TBV, good show tonight, fellas. Let me get right to it, man. I got my motherfucking matchmaker hat on. I'm feeling like Eddie Hearn. I'm feeling like Al Heyman. I seen Richard Schaefer moving around the ring last night. I wonder what the fuck he's up to. But I'm thinking about a UK card. If DAZN's got the money, Mike, tell him to loosen up some of that DAZN money, because I know you always working for DAZN. You're trying to convince me this is how they'll get me. This is how DAZN gets me. Bring Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. Come on, talk to me, Mike.
No, I just think just give it a chance. It's good for boxing.
Okay. Now, if that fight yesterday, the way y'all was talking about it, was on DAZN, you know, and I know they're trying to roll it out special with Joshua, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I think, listen, I know they listen. They listen to us on TBV, so I'm going to throw this out there. They have a card. They bring Luis Ortiz, to me, the third best heavyweight. They bring Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder over to the UK on the same card. They can even put Big Baby Miller as the third fight on that card, right? Boom. The opening fight. Wilder and Whyte. Chisora, Miller. You got motherfucking bring Brazil over there. Like that fight in the UK with those two very notable names with their proximity to each other. You talk about Chisora and Whyte, and also their proximity to Joshua. Yo, that shit right there got me paying for the zone. And I mean, logically, the heavyweight division could afford for the fights to play out like that, because if we're not gonna get fucking Wilder and Joshua anytime soon, then let's flesh this shit out. Now, to me, Eddie, I know you listening. Make the fucking fights. Shakes and have the zone money. You don't have to take nothing from Mike, but you can give me my piece, right? Last night, let me talk about Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia. I had said before the show, I said, I wonder if Mikey got enough power to really kind of, get in there. And what I saw him do was the jab. Yeah, Easter landed the jab. But Mikey, he wasn't slipping it. But he'd take that one step, and then he'd just get all up in him, and then just take a step back. Very, very methodical, very, very calculated. And I mean, clearly he doesn't beat anybody like Spence. But him and Crawford, him and Danny Garcia, I mean, him talking about Spence, that's his cash out. That's his retirement plan. Let him have that talk. But I see some really other interesting fights if he get up to 147. So it's like, man, listen, shoot for the stars and land on the fucking moon. So I ain't mad at what Mikey did. Definitely a good, and Ortiz. Ness, you said the dude he fought. You seen him in the gym? Is that the guy you was talking about? You seen him in the gym?
No. That he used to be Joesph Parker's sparring partner, and he was in the Bucksino tournament.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't want to take nothing away from King Kong, because to me, I think how do y'all feel about that? I said he's the third best heavyweight.
Who?
I mean, who else? I mean,
who?
Tyson, Luis Ortiz.
I say top 5.
Yeah, he's top 5, but after what Dillian Whyte did, he on that third, or at least, we gotta wait to see because Pavek in there too. But it's like, yo, Dillian made a statement with that win last night.
Yeah, he top 5.
Okay. Yeah, man, listen, man, it's a great fucking show, man, as always, man. I might boomerang back in, but Power Gearing to come on, man. So listen, special shout out to TBV's own Mario Barrios. I'm out, TBV.
Boy, you in for a treat with that power.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. See, I heard about that. What up?
I was just gonna say, take it easy, brother. Thank you for calling in. Let me get out to Skype. We got Muhammad in West Africa. What's going on, my friend?
Yo, what's up? It's been a minute.
It has, bro. You all good?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It's just that, I've been very busy. I had that trip with the wife. It was like a month, and then I came back. I had a lot of business to take care of, but I'm back. Shout out to Dumi. Are you there?
Yeah, Muhammad. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, brother? Welcome, Mike. You're new to me because last time I was on the show, you were not there, but I've been listening to
Muhammad.
Your input. Yo, what's up, man? Listen, first of all, I gotta agree with Dumi because I think that Mikey Garcia has seen something in Spence that he thinks he can, take advantage of.
That pay-per-view money.
Yeah, maybe that's something you put in my head. I didn't even think about it like that because you're right. If he get people hyped, just being curious to see if he can hold his own with Spence, that could be a lot of money. So now I'm having second thoughts. But either way, salute to Mikey Garcia. He's an elite fighter. Now that I've said that, let's go to the heavyweight division. You're right. What's his name? Whyte. Yeah, Whyte. Whyte. He increased his profile last night, and I enjoyed the fight. But he was very sloppy. I mean, Ortiz destroys him. Easy money. Wilder, we're not even talking about that. He's gonna, put him to sleep. But he's out there. Now he's very visible. So maybe something can happen. But let me tell you something before I hang up. Let me give you some breaking news. Did you hear about the sponsorship that Disneyland is offering Wilder? I'm not Wilder. I mean Joshua.
Disneyland.
Yeah, because when he goes there, kids love him. They think he's Donald Duck. That's why.
Oh man, great one.
Hey, yo, I ain't see that one coming, Muhammad.
Set us up, Muhammad. That was good. That was good.
All
UK
right,
is gonna
man.
hate
Hey,
you for
I had
that.
to make a comeback, you know.
They're gonna hate you. The UK is gonna hate you for that. Thank you for calling in, Muhammad. Let's
All
go
right,
out
man.
to
Peace.
Scorsese on Skype. Talk to me.
Yo, you can hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, my YouTube on. You can hear me?
We hear you.
Loud and clear.
Hey, man, I ain't pumped on no Mikey Garcia. Even in that fight, Robert Easter, man, he wasn't on none of y'all radar for a reason, man. That unification shit, bro. Boxing ain't no dictionary, bro. Boxing ain't about words. It's about what he doing. Robert Easter Jr. that probably lost his last 2-3 fights and got the nod. Mikey can't even go in there and knock him out, man. Dude in there getting control with a jab in the middle of the ring and shit. You know, he really only hit Easter when Easter backed up to the rope. So I don't really know what the hell he was doing, but I think Easter need to put some damn weight on and take his ass up to 140 because he be weak as hell in the ring, man. He got to step with his foot to throw his hook and shit. Like, he literally got to step in to torque his hook. Like, bro, take your ass up and wait. Quit moving, losing all that muscle mass and shit to drain out or whatever he doing. It's just disgusting. As far as Mikey Garcia, man, you Lippin' yes bust your nose, bro. Easter bust your nose, bro. All right, go fight Danny Garcia or something like that after Porter put his hands on him. To prove you can beat him, prove you can beat Lamont Peterson at 140. Because I don't think you can. I don't see nothing special in Mikey Garcia. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. It's just, you know, a bunch of B-level opponents on the resume, and he ain't gonna be knocking them out and shit like that. He don't be fucking them up. Like, it's a lot of, he's a good fighter, but that's where it stops. Somebody gonna say Shane Mosley, bro. You know Shane Mosley took his ass up to 54, damn near 60. Come on, bro. That's a 5'8" dude. Mike Garcia started at 126, getting knocked down by the damn Puerto Rican Lomachenko put out in 2 rounds or so.
Roman.
Yes!
Martinez, get real, bro. Errol Spence, look, it's like this. He want to play the role in 50 Shades of Grey. He want to be Anastasia Mike. That's what he want to do. He want to get dominated, and I don't know why he want to get dominated and tied up to the bed and handcuffed out. But if that's what he want to do, Errol Spence ain't gonna get no credit for it. I don't play them kind of fights. It's a circus fight. But feel free, Mike. That's how I look at it, man. Like, dude, you wouldn't even fight Broner at 147. You made this man $1 million weight penalty because you were scared of him. You didn't want to go to 47. Man, come on, bro. Stop playing games, man. Stay out. Let Errol Spence be him, man. Let Errol Spence wait on Sean Porter. I mean, if it's a one-off and he kick your ass, I guess it's worth it to me to see, you know, people to get hyped. And I really don't be feeling like they doing nothing. Like, this dude's on pound for pound list. And his best win is, man, I hear the buzz of the bell. Man, y'all quite hyping these fighters, man. That's how I feel about it. That's it, bro.
Great
call, man. Good call. You made me fucking laugh. Jesus. Oh, man. Let me go out to
Mike.
Another boomeranger. Shout out to Stainless in the Detroit. Don't forget to head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Let's go out to Stainless.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, it's Stainless TBV for L. That mean life, motherfuckers. That's what's good. Doomsday, Mike, Casual, if you still in and out. What's good with y'all? Ron, I think I saw you on there too.
What up?
You know, man. Happy Sunday. Had a great day of boxing. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch that the Whyte Parker card. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got off work, it was already 7 rounds in, and I'm not gonna pay for a fight that I only get to watch 4 or 5 rounds of. So thank y'all for that commentary yesterday, because it definitely kept me up on the fight. Not just round by round, but second by second. So I do appreciate that. That being said, I wish I'd have got in before I'm in, because
that brother said fucking everything I was going to say. Like, I agree with everything he said. Even the fact that I believe Ortiz is a top 3 heavyweight. I mean, his only loss is to Deontay Wilder, and he had him in trouble. And excuse me, not like Whyte had Joshua in trouble. Like, if we put Whyte and Ortiz in the ring today, I'm pretty sure 90 to 95% of us, maybe outside the UK, would believe that Ortiz would handle Whyte. Second, with the Wilder-Whyte fight, I mean, yeah, that I agree with everybody else. I think that'd be a good fight for Wilder, only to increase his stock as a world champion. I mean, the dude in the last 5-6 months has really increased his stock and his name in the U.S. and contributed a little throughout the global aspect. But I agree, they do need to go on the UK campaign and just demolish anybody that's standing in front of him. As far as the Mikey Garcia thing, he looked decent in the fight against Robert Easter. But like a lot of people said, he didn't demolish Robert Easter. And that would have made me believe that he might have been able to give Errol Spence some competition. I don't care what he thinks he sees. He needs to see that power of Errol. I don't really think that Mikey Garcia has power. I mean, he does have power, don't get me wrong. But I don't think he's as powerful as people are trying to believe him to be. I think he has great timing, great distance, and knows how to hit you right on the button. And that's what makes the difference. Just like in the knockdown with Robert Easter. You know, he caught him with the right, and once Robert Easter was out of footing, off footing, out of position, he'll hit him with the left. So it didn't hurt him, it just knocked him down. You know what I'm saying? So Mikey Garcia is a smart boxer, but as everybody else keeps reiterating, he's a very basic boxer. And I don't think his talent nor his skill is enough to survive a fight with Errol Spence.
Damn. I kind of agree with you.
But now,
I kind of agree with you with the power because, I mean, I was saying the same thing. I was like, damn, he got to dominate or knock out Robert Easter, and he didn't. And he didn't do that to Adrian Broner. So I don't think not having power in the welterweight division is helpful, even if he fought like the winner of Porter, Danny Garcia, you know, which I prefer to see in the fight.
As I always say, please make sure that you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. I'm going to boomerang back in, but not right now. I want to laugh at some more of these calls. Peace.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. Let's go to the 323-712. First time caller. 323-712. Going once.
Yeah, what's up, Ness?
What's up? Who's this? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Ness? This is Julio from Bell Gardens, California.
Julio. What's up, brother? Bell Gardens, you said?
What's up, Ness? I'm a long time listener, Ness.
That's what's up. You said Bell Gardens, California?
Yes, sir.
All right, so take it away.
Right
brother.
around Mikey's neighborhood. Okay, I just want to talk about Mikey Garcia's ticket sales. That shit was expensive as fuck, Ness. $300 per ticket. I don't think that shit was 12,000 strong. Straight up. I think they papered half the 6,000 tickets. I tracked it because I wanted to go with my brother, but, you know, the tickets were expensive as fuck, Ness. $300 per ticket. So that shit would have been almost $1,000 for 2 tickets.
Man, that is steep.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I support Mikey, but that shit was mad expensive. So, and I tracked it to the very last minute, and it didn't look like they had a sellout crowd there.
Well, they're reporting.
It looked like they sold maybe.
They're reporting 12,500. But what do you think of Mikey calling out Errol Spence?
You know what? I mean, that's another big problem that I have. That's where I think Mikey Garcia is not backed up by a big time promoter, because no one was asking for that fight. No one was even thinking about that fight. But I think it's part of the PBC plan to build Errol Spence against a Mexican fighter. I know Legendary Boxer is going to be pissed at me, Ness, but you know what I mean? I think they're using Mikey Garcia and his Mexicanness to sell Errol Spence, which I like Errol Spence, but no one gave a fuck about that fight. No one was even asking for that fight. No one cared about that fight. And, you know, and they're just using Mikey Garcia's name and his people to sell Errol Spence, which I like Errol Spence, but you know what I mean? I don't think Mikey Garcia could have had the Cotto fight with Golden Boy, right? He could have had the Cotto fight. He could have had Lucas Matisse, and he could have had Linares. If you look at that in retrospect, who'd he fight with the PVC? A bunch of no ones. A bunch of like Robert Eastern Jr.
Yeah, second tier guys. That's why it's the Errol Spence. Listen, but that's the thing, right? You see, they offered him Cotto over there, which, like you said, in retrospect, it sounds better now. Word is born. It sounds better to had what beat Cotto, Linares, and who else you said? Oh my God.
And Matisse.
And Matisse.
You don't think he could have been okay? Okay, man. The Big G, Robert Garcia's dad said, "Fuck no, we ain't going against Cotto." So he fucking doesn't want to go against. He doesn't want to go against Spence, but you know what I mean? I feel he's getting forced into the fight, Ness.
Nah, he's forcing himself. But listen, great call, Julio. Thanks for calling in. First time caller, great caller for sure. Can't wait
Julio.
For more of you. Shout out to Julio for sure. Let me keep it moving. We're going down the line. We got Brandon in Cincinnati. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Disagree with that last caller. He can't blame Al Heyman and PVC for Mikey calling out Errol. He brought that ass whooping on himself. I think that fight is going to happen. I mean, from a business standpoint, Mikey not having a big promoter is kind of to his benefit, man. He's kind of got the boxing world by the balls. He can bounce around networks and just take whichever big fight he thinks gonna make him the most money. So, yeah, and he's, I think he's gonna win. You know, if he wins, he's a Hall of Famer. If he loses, he dared to be great and lost to a bigger guy, and he can still have big fights in the welterweight division, 140 and 135. So, I think Mikey, he's smart. I mean, he's gonna get his ass kicked, but he's gonna make a lot of money, and people gonna feel sorry for him, and he's gonna look like a warrior and shit. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense what he's doing. As far as Robert Easter, he ain't in a bad fight either. I mean,
Brandon,
135 is not much.
Brandon, you said a lot of money.
Yeah.
How much is a lot of money, though? How much you think they're gonna pay Mikey?
Or how many buys
You gotta think. I mean, pay-per-view, you gotta think it's gonna be somewhere around, at least 4 or 5 million. I would think.
4 or 5 million buys, Brandon? For real? What you smoking on?
Nah,
What you got over there, man?
Dollars.
4 or 5 million.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Brandon. So hold on. 4 or 5 million when it's all said and done, or 4 or 5 million guarantee? Because they get
it's gonna be 4 or 5 million guaranteed.
Nah, hell no.
You don't think so? If it's pay-per-view,
Hell
making
no.
$1 million on regular on.
Bruh.
I mean, 2 million.
Hold on. Listen, they ain't even give Gennady Golovkin 4 or 5 million guarantee versus Lemieux. That's crazy. That's a lot, bro. Yo, I don't even think War got that guarantee versus Kovalev. That's what I'm saying. Yo, Thurman versus Garcia both got 2 million each. Like, I don't know what they doing with this fight. I know it wasn't pay-per-view, but that was still their guarantee, man.
And I do know for a fact, because I looked it up, War got 6 million.
Robert Guerrero got 2.5 versus Floyd Mayweather, and so did Victor Ortiz. Like, guarantee, man. You got to be happy with that back end money. But I don't know.
It's got to make sense for Mikey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They must offer him a lot. They must offer him a lot. I want to see the ink dry. I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's got to make more sense than that. Yeah, if it's only $2 million, don't take the ass whooping, man. But I appreciate it. As far as Robert Easter, he's in a good spot too. I'm pretty sure IBS gonna mandate him once Mikey vacates. He's probably gonna fight Comey again. Probably on the Spence Garcia undercard to get his belt back. So he's not in the bad spot. I mean, you could say
Man, he need to move up.
He could have took the Comey.
He need to move up. He not making because he not doing nothing there. He couldn't hurt Mikey at all. Maybe it's because he killing himself to make that weight. He already looked like Skeletor.
But you know, it's some competition at 140 that he might not want.
Man, but if he listen, dudes usually go up in weight and feel better. Look at Lamont Peterson. He was getting knocked out at 140, moved up to 47. Not even Earl could knock him out. Did Earl stop him with the ref though, right?
Yeah,
The coach stopped him, Barry Hunter.
Yeah.
The only thing about 140 right now, most of the top dogs busy right there. They on top rank or they in that tournament. So ain't too much up there right now in the near future for him to fight as far as top dogs go.
That's why he should try to with Easter. He should try to go after the Maurice Hooker route for the WBO title because Hooker is not in the tournament.
A lot of people not in that tournament, man. Salcedo not in that tournament. Hooker not in that tournament.
Ramirez.
You could do, yeah, Jose Ramirez, which got another belt. You could do the Lucian Bute style anyway. Be the dude on the outside of the tournament looking nasty. Jeremy in Tampa, Florida, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on?
All right, not much chilling, man. My first question, right, I got is because I see y'all not very fond of the Garcia Spence potential fight. Do y'all not give him any chance at all to win that?
I would much rather hear what you. I would much rather hear what kind of chance you giving Garcia.
I give him a better chance than I give anybody else that's on Spence's resume other than probably Brooke. I think he has just as good a chance as everybody else that Spence has fought. And I really think if he moved up the welterweight, he'd probably be a favorite over everyone other than Spence and maybe Porter and pretty much everybody else. He probably even money with. So I think at minimum he can be competitive with Spence. I don't think he's just gonna get in there and just get steamrolled and KO'd in 2-3 rounds. I think he could, touch him up a bit.
Listen, Scorsese said what I said.
He'll make Spence pay. I think he'll make Spence pay as much as a lightweight could, I guess, for that aggressiveness. Now, whether or not he'll be able to put him away, I don't know. But he'll definitely be able to touch him up and show that he's flawed and that you just can't come and attack Mike. You can't just come bulldoze him. I don't think you can do that. But anyway, other than that, well, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I can't envision Spence just walking Mikey down
But why not? Why not? Roman Martinez knocked Mikey down. So Orlando Salido,
he wasn't even hurt. That was like a
okay, it was a flash knockdown. All right, it was a flash knockdown.
Orlando Salido broke his nose with a headbutt.
Put a lot of pressure.
I wouldn't have continued either.
Put a lot of pressure on him though. Anyway,
turning it up,
and he didn't like that pressure from. He didn't like that pressure from an old little Mexican with 13 losses. Imagine if he gonna like that pressure from 177-pound young motherfucker. Man, you guys, I can't believe y'all super Mikey up. This is hilarious. This is the same thing happened with Kell Brooks. I'm telling you.
I love boxing. You feel me? No, Kell Brooks, that's different.
No, what's
Kell
different?
Brooks is the type of technician that Mikey is. He don't have the same type of fundamentals. Mikey is like the most fundamentally.
Are you off your tits
in the game?
Wow.
Listen, I'm with you on this one.
As far as a textbook style, he's that.
Jeremy, Sunday's Crow Day, baby. I can't wait for the fight. Troy, Baltimore, talk to me.
Hey, big up yourself, man. Well, first, it was a great night of boxing, man. I can't say the last time we had that much boxing in one night. I don't like the if they ever fight the Spence and Mikey fight, because it doesn't. I mean, outside of money, what sense does it make for either man to fight? What is the gain from it? Nothing. I mean, there's more to gain. Mikey gains more from it than Spence, because if Spence beats him, what does Spence gain? Nothing. So hopefully that fight won't happen now. For Mikey, I think he should look at fighting Lomachenko. That'll be a better fight because they're closer in weight. You know, that would make more sense to me.
They're not even closer in weight. They're in the same weight. They have the other belts. They could be undisputed.
Okay.
This is a duck on Mikey's part. He knows if he fucking loses to Earl, we all gonna say, "Oh, it's okay. He tried to be great."
I think it's more money. I think it's more money than the duck, because you don't go on the pace that Mikey's been going on and say that no, he's not ducking anybody.
I mean, but you the same guy think that AJ ain't ducking Wilder. You know, you guys try to disguise finances listen, going for the money and avoiding the hard fight is ducking, and no matter how you write it up, bruh.
Excuse me. Listen, no one is ducking when it comes to Wilder and Joshua. No one is ducking anybody. Anybody
that rather make money instead of making the significant.
Hey, let my guy Troy get his call, man. Come on now.
It's ducking.
Listen. Wilder and Joshua are gonna fight because it's meant to happen, and Wilder doesn't have any more options. Okay, so it's gonna happen. It's just basically this is all hype and build up. I think I told you that before.
So you telling me Lomachenko versus Mikey's gonna happen too after Earl kicks Mikey's ass? Is that still gonna happen, or is Mikey gonna be damaged goods like Kell Brook?
Got him.
Come on, that's what I'm telling you. It's a fucking duck, but y'all don't want to see it. Y'all don't want your favorite fighters to be shamed.
I don't know. To me, the Lomachenko fight makes perfect sense. The Spence fight is nothing but money. And yes, once you calm down all that yelling and just speak on an even tone, you do make sense about Mikey going up and then he can lose to Spence and then come back and fight Lomachenko.
And we're gonna forgive him.
Maybe that'll happen.
We're gonna forgive him
because
he gonna go up there. He gonna get that ass kicked, and then he's gonna fucking come down. We're like, oh, Mikey, it's okay. It's okay, like Kell Brook. It's okay.
But who? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other guys he could make good money with without having to face a danger like Errol Spence. So
there's no one he could do a potential pay-per-view with. Not even Loma.
I mean, is that what Mikey's looking for though? A pay-per-view fight? Is that what he really wants? I mean, is that what is give him the most money?
It sounds like this is going towards pay-per-view.
I mean, Schaefer has been pushing that objective. Yep.
Schaefer's pushing that agenda around. Let's go to Ohio Runs Boxing.
What's up, man?
What up,
guys?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Wait, Eric Cruz, man. Ron, what's up, y'all? Shout out to Ron, Martin, Ron G, and shout out to a lot of my boys. But yeah, man, my Ohio boy went down. It was a great fight. I caught it the last 3 rounds because I was actually at a local fight in Columbus at the casino. Great fights down there. So I came and caught the last of it. But I agree. I gotta give Mikey his props, man. He did what he did. Now I had everybody on my wall going crazy, and I don't know if you're saying it, but he didn't beat Broner. Now Robert Easter. So Mikey runs Ohio boxing, so it's kind of funny. I'm getting a lot of that, man. But it's all love and respect. But Mikey going to fight Errol Spence. I agree with you, Ness, and a lot of y'all. To me, what is that saying about Terrence Crawford if he wants to fight Errol Spence? Is it his style? I know they're talking about the promotional issues with Bob and everything, but he wasn't never calling out Crawford. Crawford a switch hitter, man.
Well, Crawford did beat him in the amateurs.
I was gonna bring that up too. So it's something he's seen in Crawford that he don't like. He sees something in Spence that he think he can go ahead and take. Go ahead, but I think it's a duck. I think it's just like when you see a guy who's shooting at the police. Some people are like, oh, he went out like a soldier. No, we know what happens at the end. When you look at 300, the movie Spartan 300, there was only 300 soldiers, but they fought thousands. Yes. That was great, but we all know what happens at the end. They don't live to tell about it. They don't live to tell about it. So him going up in weight, I'm not getting caught up with the Kell Brooks and the American. Oh man, when we know what's about to happen, right? Get the fuck out of here, man. We know what's about to happen, and I'm not about to be. Oh, he dared to be great. That motherfucker's stomach. Did you see his stomach at the weigh-in? That's food for Spence. That is fucking food. I'm like, dude, are you serious? But that's all I wanted to say, man. Holler at y'all. I'm out.
Yo, I'm happy to not be the only dude body checking, because I'm like, yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want my champions don't look like that. You ain't good, and you not gonna beat my champion who doesn't look like that. It ain't gonna happen, man.
Not everybody's built with the six-pack, though.
All right, man. You show me, man. You show me. And watch somebody say, George Foreman, that's when he came back and he was 40. And shout out to Marcus from DC, still on the line, being absolutely wrong about fucking Sugar Shane. Shout out to our other co-host, Ron, on the check-in. Shane had fucking 2 fights, then fought Oscar twice, making it 4 fights at welterweight. Not what Mikey's doing. Get out of here. You wrong. And anyway, he was on drugs. He tried to leave that out, like, oh, it doesn't matter he took drugs because we didn't know then. That was funny. B. Paulie, talk to me in Michigan.
Man, boy, you better be lucky I'm at work, man. I can't talk long. What's up, TBV? What's up, man? What's up, Ness? Who's that, Mike? Who else on the panel, man? Do me?
What's good? What's good?
Listen, man. There's no way this is a duck for Errol Spence. Now, Mikey, yes, he's ducking and he getting that paper.
Nah, this ain't no duck for Earl. This is a cherry pick for Earl.
Nah, this ain't no cherry pick because he been talking shit.
This is a cherry with a fucking whipped cream.
No, this is why I say it's not a cherry pick. Dude been talking shit the whole time, like the whole year, bro.
Really? Oh, really? Hey,
listen. Earl,
so Crawford
Earl
got
ain't
to
got
fight?
nobody else to fight right now.
Oh, Crawford got to fight. Crawford got to fight.
Listen to Crawford. Listen to Crawford when you ask him about Errol Spence. Oh, the business. Crawford don't even want to fight Earl right now.
You know what?
Let me take that back.
You know what?
Let me take that back.
Thank you.
Bob,
Thank you.
Crawford to fight Errol right
know
now.
what
I think
Wilder
Crawford
did?
to get that work right now.
You know what Wilder did when Eddie ain't want him to fight AJ? He put a public offer out there. Change public perception. Force the contract. Force the negotiations. Don't give me this, I'm cleaning my side of the block, I'll holler at you later bullshit. You got a belt, I got a belt. Let's do it.
That's what he's saying on Twitter. But when you ask him in person, oh, the business.
Meanwhile, he about to fight Jose Benavidez.
Crawford team don't want him to fight Errol right now. Errol is not cherry picking. If Mikey talking shit the whole year, he got to fight him.
So Jeff Horn got to fight? Jeff Horn got to fight?
Jeff Horn ain't got no star power.
Oh,
Mikey, man. Think about the difference in the numbers.
So hold up.
The numbers between Jeff Horn and Mikey.
So Joshua didn't fight.
Mexican versus Australian, that's my dude.
Yo, so Joshua didn't fight Eric Molina after Wilder knocked him out?
And Mikey had 12,000. Jeff Horn had 40,000.
No, I'm not. We talking about Jeff Horn and Mikey Garcia. Compare those two.
Mikey Garcia had 12,000 in the arena. And Jeff Horn had 40,000.
Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn
Listen.
Mikey Garcia.
You want me to compare?
Hold on a minute.
Hold on. You want me to compare? Let's compare. Jeff Horn had more asses and seats in Brisbane. You want me to compare? Let's compare. Jeff Horn was a welterweight champion of the world. You want me to compare? Let's compare. Jeff Horn holds a better win. I'm not done because Jeff Horn holds a better win. His win over Pacquiao is better than any fucking thing.
Controversialness.
Anything Garcia has done. And let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something. I'm not done. I'm not done because you know what else? He only lost to pound for pound #1 Terrence Crawford. So what you mean Jeff Horn ain't worth it?
Mikey hasn't lost at all. Mikey got a whole Mexican
Mikey at
team behind him.
135.
It's gonna be more.
Mikey at 135.
But listen, how you gonna use that Pacquiao win as credit? You ain't even give him credit for that. You can't do that, Ness, bro.
All I know,
I hear you all the points, but you can't do that.
Yeah,
Shout out to
alright.
TBV. I got you, Ness, man. You my dude, bro.
I did it. I gave him credit. Only when it fits my narrative. Let's go to our ringer. Dempsey, talk to me. Dempsey.
Yo.
Dempsey was at the fights, man, wearing the TBV shirt and all. What's going on, brother? You said someone wanted to give you an interview and everything because of the shirt. Or something like that.
Hey, man, I'll just to touch on that real quick. I was tripping, so I was standing in line waiting to get some food real quick, and all of a sudden this guy taps me on the shoulder, asks me about the shirt. He's like, "Hey, what's the boxing voice?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a boxing podcast. They talk about boxing." He's like, "Oh, cool. Is it your show?" I'm like, "No, it's not my show, but I'm on Patreon. Do you know what Patreon is?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I'm one of their supporters on Patreon. I'm one of the ringers, and so I get like benefits, but I call in and talk boxing with them when I can." He's like, "Oh, cool. So like you're a hardcore follower?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Listen, man, I'm with ABC News, and we're trying to find true fans of boxing to get their opinions on Canelo Triple G2 and on the rematch coming up. And we're only going to do like a 10, 15-minute interview, but we'll pay you $50. Are you down?" I said, "Fuck yeah, dude, sign me up."
Shout out to fucking Dempsey, baby.
Free night of drinks. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, man. It was good shit. All right. But first, let me get that crow because I picked Joesph Parker against Dillian Whyte. And
How would you like your crow, Dempsey? Deep fried?
Man.
Nah, he's got to get it jerked.
Man.
He's got to get it jerked because Dillian's Jamaican, baby.
Man. Felt full. Feeling good. All right. Now we got to elaborate on this whole Mikey Spence thing, man, because, I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a good idea for Mikey to go out there and fight him. There is a strong chance he may look himself bad, but then there's also that chance where, you know, Spence will win, but say there's maybe 2 or 3 rounds where Mikey gets him really good, you know, in regards to like maybe scoring his points, kind of like a Kell Brook type situation. Now, I'm not saying I'm going with him during to be great. But I think the reason why this fight is being made is because Errol right now, technically in some way, is his own promoter, and so is Mikey. So as far as negotiation tactics go, it's probably going to be the easiest fight for both of them to make. But I really wish a long time ago Mikey would have taken that Golden Boy deal, because you know what, he could have had Cotto, he could have had Linares. I mean, you know, it's funny to say, man. Lomachenko eventually ended up capitalizing on that opportunity when Mikey could have. And Lomachenko got all kinds of credit for it, man. You know, and in some way, it seems like Lomachenko is getting more credit for beating Linares than Mikey is for Easter, which in my own personal opinion, I actually give Mikey more credit.
Good point.
Than I do Loma beating Linares. But I'm not taking away Loma's credit because he definitely deserves it. But as far as like level opponent, Easter was undefeated. He defended his title a few times. He was a true natural lightweight. You know, I mean, this guy was fighting there pretty much his whole career. So, I mean, just with all that right there, I had to give Mikey more credit in regards to those wins. But now it's a situation to where, okay, what direction does Mikey go? Because whatever direction he goes, if he tries to negotiate with Top Rank or whoever, we know it's going to be a battle tactic or whatever that they deal with when this fucking shit gets bad, you know? But I think that's the reason why we're going to see Spence versus Garcia. And you know what? There's a good chance Garcia may win a few good rounds, but in the end, I think Spence's power and his size is going to prevail. And then there's a possibility, you know, Spence may not get credit, you know? And then it's just, it could be a bad look. It could be a bad look, you know. I wish these guys would just stay in their respective weight classes and fight the guys that they should be fighting. But instead, we see what we see. It's just everybody's jumping weight classes these days. It's getting ridiculous, man. But that's my call.
Dempsey, thank you for calling in. We're going back out to our boomerang and boomerang back in. Stainless, what up?
Man, that's crazy. That's twice this happened to me. Dempsey pretty much hit on the main point that I was boomeranging back in on. I see Cash get off the line, which is unfortunate. So next Doomsday, since I know y'all the closest contacts to him, I'm gonna need y'all to reiterate this to him. I didn't already talk to him about it myself, but TBV, man, y'all had this way of being trendsetters. Like you talked about a couple of days ago, y'all the #1 downloaded podcast in the UK. I can't speak for the US, but when I went searching boxing, just boxing, trying to find somebody talking about boxing 4 or 5 years ago when I started getting back into it, the Boxing Voice was the top. Like it was the top result that came through in my search. Next I text you earlier. They just put out this new video, Mo TV Media, and they got a lot of excerpts from Deontay Wilder, one champ, one man, one face, whatever. With y'all interviews with him, you know what I'm saying?
Documentary.
Other interviews. There's some other interviews where Nash, you were questioning Wilder, you were questioning Hearn, you were questioning Whyte, and I only know because I know your voice. So as soon as I recognized as soon as you started talking. Like damn near every other show that I called into, I'm giving you guys a shout out. But thank you again, man, for y'all doing a damn thing. And I know y'all try to look past it because you got to stay humble enough to stay hungry and keep doing what you're doing, man. But shout outs from me. You guys are becoming a recognizable entity, especially in boxing. As I said to you before, Ness, I've seen many bigger mainstream media outlets quote you or reference your videos without actually saying your name. So shouts out to y'all, man. Keep doing that hard work y'all doing. Mike, I'm enjoying you on this panel because, you came back in pretty much at the same time that I did to boxing. So, like we on that same level. So a lot of times you either speak my opinion or we pretty much pretty close in our aspects or perspective on whoever we're talking about. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. And as I always say, man, please make sure that you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. Peace.
Stainless, thanks for calling in as always. Let's go out to Rafi on Skype. Talk to me.
Yes. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, brother. How are you?
I'm very well, very, very well. Listen, I just want to touch on the big baby Miller absence. We can't overlook that because I was looking forward to his contributions.
So you haven't heard what happened then?
I'm just now when you mentioned it just now, what happened?
Man, Sky Sports. You know how it is in the UK, the BBC, the C. Somebody always stepping in because they scared something's gonna happen.
Y'all know how y'all fans are over there. Y'all are some of the best
fans. Your fans are rowdy.
Craziest
fans are rowdy, so they had to take precautions.
He would have took a bath. Big Belly Muller would have took a bath. That's what I'm saying right now. He took a bath. Bessie stay over in, where is it, Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Bessie keep his big belly over in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Y'all take that mum talk real serious, man.
What's that?
You guys take that mum talk real serious out there.
The mum.
That boy. Listen, anyway. Let's let no fly zone, Big Belly Miller. Listen, no fly zone for you.
Big Belly Miller.
Big Belly Miller, don't come to the UK, boy. Just keep your big belly over in Brooklyn.
Yo, I think you're the first one to say that. That is sweet right there. Big Belly.
He done started something.
Big Belly, you done started something right there.
Yeah. Okay, so we dealt with Big Belly. So Big Belly to one side. Listen. Have you guys given Hearn credit for that magnificent show.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We covered it last night thoroughly. We did like 3 immediate reaction shows.
It was good.
That
was good.
We gave credit way before we started.
Wicked show. So, guys, I want you to sign up to Dan's. It's going to be good for you.
Nah, I can't wait, bro, because it was a hassle trying to find a Chisora card yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted this. You see, I'm not like those other guys. You know, I've always wanted this. I've always wanted to be able to see these fights. So I'm happy.
I hear you. But you got some fools over there saying they're not going to sign up to Dan's. They're idiots, fools. All right, that's the second point. My last point. You guys, it is upon you. It is incumbent upon you, American guys, to talk to your boy Wilder. He needs to fight Whyte. He needs that fight. We need that fight.
Did you hear that new offer? Did you hear the new offer?
Yes. How can you refuse that, man? It's $8 million to come to London. We will welcome Wilder.
No, he said no. Eddie said in the U.S.
In the USA, man.
In the U.S. He's going to pay him $8 million to fight in the U.S.
In the U.S. He wants it on the zone, baby. You know he wants to get him in the zone on the zone. Listen, Rafi, thanks for calling in. We're gonna go out to who do we got? Hurricane Ray in Miami, my man. I can't wait to hit the FL again, baby. What's going on? All right. Let me go to Dono in Cali.
Yeah, what's up?
What up?
Oh, man. You know what? I'm sitting here thinking about the Mikey situation, right? And how he's saying he want to fight Earl. And it's like, when I thought about the analogy of it, I said, Mikey, that's pretty smart. And I'm going to tell you why. For one, he don't want to fight nobody like Keith Thurman or Sean Porter or Terrence Crawford. Really, I'm going to say Terrence Crawford because I feel like he knows Terrence Crawford will beat him, but he feels like he's daring to be great. So it's like, I'm not going to fight Terrence Crawford because I know he'll beat my ass. And then they'll just look at that as an even match fight because since Crawford came from 140, and they won't look at it as he was really bigger. But if I go for great and I go for Errol Spence and I beat him, you know, I'll go down in history as one of the greats. But if I go up and I beat him or he knocks me out or he beats the shit out of me, everybody will be like, oh, Mikey, it's okay. It's all right, man. He was hella fucking big. He's hella strong. You know, we kind of figured you weren't going to be able to beat him, but he'd get his props for daring to be great. And then if he went out there and went the distance with Spence, I mean, it would be a win situation for him. That even the fact that he even challenged to do that. And then when he loses, he can just go back down to his weight class. He still got belts there. And people would dismiss that loss to Errol Spence. But if he was to lose to Terrence Crawford, it'd be like, you got it. You got your ass whooped. You know, it wouldn't be like, oh, Crawford's bigger than you or anything like that. So I think that's why he's doing that. He's just jumping these weight classes and he's trying to get paid, but dare to be great at the same time. But he should stay at his weight class. I mean, I want to say, is Red Beltran at 135? I think Red Beltran is there. Lomachenko is there. I mean, if he's really, really daring to be great, I would suggest unify at 135 and then go to 140. I mean, I think that would be something more logical to do. But, I mean, jumping up to fight Spence, I think the fight with Spence would look like when Spence fought Phil Greco, it got stopped in like 3 or 4 rounds, and Phil Greco just really couldn't do nothing. I think it'll look something like that. But, you know, that's what I think. I think that's why he's doing it. You know, I think in his mind it's okay to take an L to Spence, but it wouldn't be okay to take an L to Crawford, you know.
Donald, well, thank you for calling in. We're going to go out to Skype to Solomon. Talk to me.
Yo.
Yo.
What's going on?
What up?
Yeah, man. Mike, what happened to that Kimberly Connor? Didn't she
You know, man, just a little bit of my hometown pride, baby. That's all. No disrespect to Katie Taylor. That's all it was.
But then, yeah, so number 2. Well, you guys need to show Eddie a bit more respect, man. Eddie's putting on for you guys.
He's putting on for us?
Yeah, man. Look at when he started at the zone and he brought up all these 3 amateurs, the Golden Gloves, all these UK guys. You need to put them on.
He got 3 amateurs nobody ever heard of besides Ness.
Say that again, sorry.
I say he signed 3 amateurs no one ever heard of besides Ness. How's he helping us?
Because who else is doing that for you guys?
What?
For the USA market?
Al Heyman signed Earl when he was an amateur, and everyone else in the Olympics that year. What are you talking about?
I mean, have you seen Top Rank's roster?
Teofimo was Olympian, and so was Shakur, and Top Rank signed them. And Michaela Miller, yeah, she was an Olympian. Top Rank signed her. Like, bro, Eddie's wetting his beak, man. Let him keep doing his thing.
All right. Number 2, yeah, you said about the refs in it yesterday's fight. But your guys, like when your man was
hold on, real quick. Back to Eddie. You guys should give him more respect because he always get booed over there.
He's the man. It's a joke. It's banner.
Nah, you guys always boo poor Eddie, man.
Look what Eddie's doing, man. Come on, man. You guys need to just switch on. You guys are just, I don't know. You guys are on
what else you want us to do? We subscribing to the zone. What else you want from us?
All right. But so then the refs, then yeah. Look how your refs as well. Your man was buzzed. Your man got an extra couple of seconds after in the new round.
Oh my God, he's talking about Wilder fight.
It's a fact, it's a fact. Yeah, we keep going. We'll keep going. And Dillian Whyte is number 1 ranked. Yeah.
Number 1, huh?
Who
Dylan White? I don't know. Is he number 1?
Who was Deontay Wilder fought in the top 10, even the top 15, apart from Brevane? Devon,
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find the champ some competition. They're all afraid of getting knocked out.
Yo,
no man, you guys don't want it, bro. Just tell your guy to take that 8 mil in it, man. He's gonna have it in your bits.
He might just well do that.
Listen, I want that. I want him to take that 8.
So do I, man. We all do. Your guy's in the corner.
When he stops your boy Whyte in 2-3 rounds, what's gonna happen there?
He's gonna be back in Chisora next, man. But yeah, man. London, innit? AJ.
Chisora.
Chisora with the overhand right.
Yo, thanks for calling in. Yo, UK callers delusional. John in Long Island, talk to me.
What's going on? I was just thinking about the Mikey Garcia situation. I find it interesting. At first, when I was thinking about him fighting Errol Spence, it seemed pretty insane to me. Like, I just, I thought he would get washed. But I don't know. The more and more I think about the fight, I think that Mikey Garcia has kind of a similar style to Brook. And Spence had no easy fight with Brook. And I think even Mikey being the smaller guy, he might even hit harder than Brook. He's probably smarter in the ring than Brook. And I don't know, man. The more and more that I think about the fight, it seems crazy because he's coming up from 126. But, there have been great fighters before in the past who proved that.
In the past. In the past.
I'm thinking Floyd, Pacquiao.
So you're saying Mikey shows you Floyd special?
I think the only thing with him, I think he's as smart in the ring. The only thing that he hasn't got as Floyd is like the head movement where, like he's a freak at defense, Floyd. So it's hard to, compare anybody on that.
Bro, Mikey gets hit, man. Mikey gets hit by basic. Mikey gets hit by basic fighters. A 12-0 fighter hit Mikey, man. You guys are bugging.
I mean, Mikey's a pretty much forward fighter.
Who's gonna make money? The fucking betting line is gonna make money. The bookies. They're gonna get all you poor saps.
He still got pretty good defense. Like the way that like the Lufkin's got defense where he can make those like small steps, like back and forth and side to side where he seems to know where he's at in the ring, where he can make that small step and make you miss. And he's really good at catching punches too. I was noticing that last night where he's good at where he keeps his gloves and the way he
Mikey's gonna be on a back foot all night. Mikey's gonna be on a back foot all night.
I don't know.
Go watch the Orlando Salido fight.
I was thinking at first, man.
That's how he's gonna look.
Man, that's what I was thinking.
That was a younger Mikey.
And I'm just saying, I'm just like very interested. I'm just like very interested to see how this plays out because I feel like his like
Man, why y'all acting like Errol Spence ain't no fucking killer?
I'm just saying, Orlando Salido beat Loma.
I just can't believe
You know what I mean?
what is it about the human brain?
Orlando beat Loma.
You know, like we've been here before. We just seen Rigo try this, and Rigo had 2 gold medals. Mikey ain't got shit.
Rigo tiny though, man.
Yeah, but bro, if you really think about the fight, think about the fight. Spence, who has Spence beat? Like he was in the war with
Doggy. Who the fuck is Mikey beat? Get out of here! You guys are crazy with this who beat who.
He beat Orlando, and Orlando beat Loma.
Spence beat Lamont Peterson, who people praised.
Yo.
This shit, man, it's crazy. I feel you.
He just said, who has Earl beat? Who has Spence beat, he said. That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to B. Paulie on the super chat. Mikey talking shit all year. Earl ain't got nobody to beat up. Horn can wait. Aram don't want it now, so get the bag from a Mexican star. Common sense.
How did Horn even get
Because I'm pushing the Horn agenda because Earl trying to say
nobody's available.
His name, Mikey's the biggest name. When Crawford ain't got no fight and he got a belt, Horn ain't got no fight and he only lost to Crawford. He beat Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Mikey all the way 2 divisions below, bro. But anyway, man, let's get out to Joe Martinez.
What's up?
What
Hey,
up?
can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Where you calling in from?
From Guadalajara.
Oh
Mexico.
shit!
Yeah.
He about to call and give me that work because I'm going in there.
Guadalajara. First of all, do you love Mikey Garcia, and then why? And then tell us, match him up.
I like Mikey Garcia. I think he's gonna lose against Errol, but
all right. We got an
This is what I
intelligent
don't
Mexican
understand.
on the line.
Listen, why I don't understand boxing fans. Like they talk shit when Mikey supposedly he's cherry picking, and now they're talking shit when he's going up against Errol Spence when he wants to go up against Errol Spence. Like, what the fuck do people want? Like he's there.
We want him to. We want. I'll tell you what we want. We want him to fight Lomachenko like we've been wanting.
Look, that's not going to happen because of the promotional problems. He said it himself. It's not going to happen. He doesn't want to wait a year or 2 years for that to happen. So he wants to do something now. You know what I mean? Like, and then I hear people talking shit like, well, he's not mentioning Crawford's name. He's not mentioning Crawford's name. Like,
he's not.
What the fuck? Errol Spence is not mentioning Crawford's name either.
But so wait a minute. So it's an issue to get Lomachenko because of promoters, but it's not an issue to get Crawford because of promoters when they with the same promoter. I'm not understanding. I don't follow.
I'm saying, look, what I'm saying is, I don't understand why people are hating on him for daring to do something great. Like when nobody else, not even other welterweights, are even mentioning Errol Spence's name.
So why don't you tell me someone else that actually dared to be great and became great?
Pacquiao.
Against who?
True, he moved up.
Cerrito again. He started his career at 105, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look how short this guy is. Look how small he is.
So you're
And he's
saying
going all the way up to 154.
So I'm gonna keep asking you the question I've asked everybody who mentions Pacquiao or Floyd with their analogy. Are you trying to tell us that Mikey shows you Pacquiao special?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
We would have found out last night if Mikey would have stopped Easter.
Yo, Mikey didn't stop Lipinets. Mikey didn't stop Lipinets.
Stupid. He wanted the win. That's all he wanted. He didn't want to knock anybody out.
Yo, this is why they get you guys. This is why Gennady Golovkin versus Kell Brook did 400,000 pay-per-views.
Guadalajara. Does
He started out so
Lomachenko show you Manny Pacquiao
No winning.
Mayweather style
Either he's
greatness?
or he's just doing this.
Bruh,
for publicity.
Loma, you know
He's
what?
actually gonna
Lomachenko shows me Pacquiao special. You know why? Because he's done everything that he's done in 10 or 12 fights.
So him fighting Garcia is daring to be great, but
That's
Garcia
special. Having 39 fights.
Why aren't we?
Yo, hold on. Guadalajara. Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Having 39 fights.
Puro Jalisco.
Having 39 fights in Adrian. I'm a part-time rapper / boxer. It's my biggest name.
So you giving him
kick rock.
So you give Loma credit for Rigo then, huh?
Of course I do. I said I always did. I pick Rigo.
So you giving him credit for that?
You also give Loma
credit for Rigo?
Jorge.
Whoa. How we getting Loma credit for Regan?
How you gonna give him credit? They fought, bro. It's not like they did not fight.
But if Errol fights Mikey, then how would you give him credit though?
Exactly, Mike.
If he wins the fight, you gotta give him credit. He won the fight.
I ain't gotta give him credit. I mean,
So,
I expect you to win.
You guys were just talking about how Earl wouldn't get that credit because he's
Thank
fighting a
you.
smaller guy. So I don't know.
That's what I thought.
You guys are a little conflicted in what you're saying.
No, we're not conflicted. You're just not thinking outside the box. When we say Earl wouldn't get credit, we're not talking about on the panel. We're speaking in general. The public won't give Earl credit. The media won't give Earl credit because it's a handicap match.
Exactly.
On this panel, I'll give him credit as a win because that's what it is. It will be a win on a win column. The same way I give Gennady Golovkin his credit for his win versus Kell Brook. Like, you know what this is. If you
wouldn't be a great win.
It ain't a great win. If you want to be fooled, be fooled. And if Earl wants to be fooled and think that, oh, Mikey's the biggest name, when Mikey's doing 600,000 fucking views on Showtime, I want to see what the numbers is on this fight, which I want to remind you, it was a free weekend. You could even got Showtime anytime for free.
Yes.
Even on the app, you could have got it for free.
7 days.
So I want to see what the fucking numbers
30 days.
for this quote-unquote superstar. You know, they're using Mikey to build Earl, they're saying. The narrative is ridiculous.
So it's a great win.
No, someone called it and said they're using his Mexicanness. How do you even say that word? His Mexicanness. It was like, yo, come on, man, beat it, man.
True.
This is crazy. We should boycott it. We don't need this. Earl should go fight fucking Jeff Horn, get a common opponent the way Anthony Joshua fought Eric Molina. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. Like, how does this mean more to you?
So we advocating right now, stay within your weight classes, right?
Stay in your fucking lane.
Stay in your fucking lane.
Nah, it's cool. My final thought of the whole show, the theme of it is, yo, I ain't a businessman, I'm a businessman. And Mikey Garcia really believes in that. And Errol Spence going to capitalize off that. Yeah, you are a businessman. Come over here and let me handle that business, man. And who's going to win the name off of that business, man? And I think it's Errol Spence at the end of the day, as we like to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Mikey got it.
Cash with the Wu-Tang.
Yo, Corpus Christi must be Mexican. He mad. He like, Ness faggot talk.
Shout out to B. Paulie on the super chat, but you don't credit Horn over Pac.
We credit him. I credited him.
I don't credit him. I don't. But the world does. And on the win column, he's got a W. And guess what happened? After that fight, he got a Terrence Crawford big fight. And he got a fucking Cochran big money fight that was a showcase. So, like, what do you mean we don't credit him? Yes, we do. Like, we personally may not. And we'll be like, yo, if he wins, I ain't going to give him credit. But that motherfucker's going to get the check. And he gonna cash it. BoxRec's gonna change that and put a win.
The business.
And he's gonna get opportunities based off it. When motherfucking Bradley beat Pacquiao, and if the whole world thought he lost, he still got opportunities based off of that.
Exactly.
His pay grade raised off of that. He made $8 million the next fight because he beat Pacquiao unofficially, officially. You feel me? So get out of here, man. Learn about
reason I'm a businessman.
In the words of the great fat boy SSE, when it comes to Garcia versus Spence, you don't have it. You do not have it against Spence, period.
That's an opinion, bro.
Listen. I'm not going to say I haven't been here before. I'm not going to say I didn't pick Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana. I'm not going to say that I didn't talk this confidently right in front of Robert Garcia. I'm not going to say we didn't have a drink the night before the fight and make bets that Broner was going to win and he told me Maidana was going to win. I'm not going to say that didn't happen. But it doesn't mean that Broner is fucking Errol Spence because he is not. Earl works out, bro. I've been to that gym. I've watched him do what he does.
And he's with some sharp shooters in there.
Come on, man.
That's where that whole phrase came from. Iron sharpens iron.
Anyway, man, I'm your host, Narrative Ness. Shout out to B. Paulie. I'm your host, Ness the Giz. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NessGTO. You can catch my host at.
Yo, you can catch me, the co-host, co-star, TBV_ casual fan. That's my Twitter and my YouTube channel at Fight Talk is my Instagram. Patreon.com, Boxing Fan Apparel. Patreon.com, The Boxing Voice.
Yo, Corpus Christi, why you lying? Robert Garcia never said that. He's my friend.
And I go by the name of Michael Gross. You can follow me on Twitter at Gross2312 or on IG at Gross1911. Do me.
What up, E? Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. Hell of a talk. A lot of talk on this one for this show, but it's always interesting, man, when you see a fighter trying to be great. He's going up against a guy that, for the majority of the people, he's in for a rough night. Is this a fight I want to see? Is there other fights that I would rather see? Yeah, of course. Stay within your lane. Like Ness said, we never want fighters getting hurt, orbital bones being broken, and all that stuff. It's a dangerous game. I guess Mikey Garcia knows something that we don't. But I am Alex Linez. You can catch me on Facebook, Alexander Linez. You can catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_Linez. And on Twitter, Alex Linez TBV. Don't forget to check out Patreon. Check out my man, Cash Wheezy, Boxing Fan Apparel. You know, like 40% of my gear, my shirts is from Boxing Fan Apparel, all fly stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
So check them out.
Okay. Gotta get you a care package.
Yo, I need a new voice of the people show. I told you I dropped some coffee on my shit in Florida.
Yo, we got new ones coming up, man. It's just dumb hot in my attic. I was trying to work to this weekend, but fucking.
I need one of them.
I got a 15,000 BTU one. Sweet.
Attic, because I got central air, but my attic is on fire. It feels like a sauna up in there.
B. Paula, you could get a boomerang status. I'm pretty sure there's one available. Compa dropped off.
Where were you about those tank tops at?
What tank top?
The one that Ness got on.
Nah, he ain't make this.
Oh, okay.
He need to. He don't do, because casual don't do regular clothes.
Nah, it's special.
He not a.
Oh,
it's premium, but I could do the tank top. But you know,
you kind of like, what's that guy name?
You don't push a T. You a push a T. On that note, we out. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.